sectors of the economy doesn't slip. For example, we have a mining sector, don't we? We want to see where the mining sector does not slip, as against a situation where the mining sector, for example, does 12 hours and go to bed. The benefits of light electricity, they should be able to work 24 hours. And many other sectors. You have the hydrocarbon sector. You have the entire agriculture value chain. It's not just going to farm, but after farm, the produce must go to a warehouse. And you have to, obviously, process it into agribusiness. And so we don't want the value chain to go to sleep. We believe that if implemented properly, we'll be able to increase the workforce. And we've said one job, just like we have now, can end up employing 3. So 24-hour economy is a structure where we'll end up implementing a 3 shift for the economy and going forward, bring out productivity.
Honorable nominee, are you suggesting, therefore, that the structure of our economy as it stands now has no such input as 24-hour economy already subsisting?
Chairman, I think if you talk about the red sector, no. You see, the red sector, they are the core sectors of the economy that drives inclusive growth, proper growth, and create jobs. You have health, where hospitals operate 24 hours. You have the police, some police stations, work 24 hours and all, some restaurants and all. But that's not what we are talking about. We are talking of the real sector, where jobs are created. For example, we have Takrady Port, my birthplace, where I grew up, secondly, Takrady Port. And you have mines, where you used to work, the Awaso area. Going all the way to Yini. With a proper railway line, you can get the Yini mines to produce bauxite within the same 24 hours as what has been produced. You can haul it to Takrady Port and ship them or process it. The whole process is what we are talking about, 24-hour economy. So it's the rail sector that we are talking about. Investment in the rail sector, deliberate government policy targeting the rail sector, where you can use the 24-hour economic policy to drive growth. That's what we are talking about, not choppers. We're not talking of choppers, we're not talking of pharmacy shop. That's not what we are talking about, rail sector growth.
So are you therefore saying that you've done some costing, and having done some costing, you have an approach in terms of this model? Because from your answer, you are suggesting that you are going to target certain sectors. And if you are targeting these sectors and you really want to fuel economic growth, it means that you need to inject some funding. So let us know what funding arrangement you have in place to back this policy.
Mr. Chairman, I don't want to jump the gun. I said earlier that the Office of the Special Advisor to the President, responsible for 24-hour economy, is doing some work. I know they're almost done, and because the work started 2 years ago when we also were in opposition. Today he's in office. He will need to tweak it. Obviously, what will be presented to Parliament will come from either the Ministry of Finance together with the Ministry of Trade. So let's wait for that. The President has appointed someone responsible for 24-hour economy. Let's wait for the person to provide us a proper blueprint, then we'll talk about it.
No! There we have some for Mamunyana, I am Wakwaba at the bar, Nita for me, my so. You travel live on Facebook and on YouTube. Wait a minute, comments, no messages, no, they are Fahono Mwaba. Especially Facebook Live, back in can come at your mouth. Production crew, I cried the Jordan, me at Majero Sarge, my friend, my bank on, and I have suffered. And I will be a show speedy recovery. I was there for me, didn't add MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO. But we are from BMZ once. In a midi Jumadi, who shall me free sabre, who said on 9 ever bought no 9 bopepa, Ulama Kababe Jeja. Don't swat to us, free horn. Life is so ionic and kasa. It takes sadness to know what happiness is, noise to appreciate silence, absence to value the presence, poverty to appreciate riches, anger to appreciate abundance. In whatever situation you find yourself, thank God and appreciate it. Because the yen so be a mouth, it was that be so. Because Sabi o here open unya sika who said the auto near mafa. And as a command de open so unya duania who said the auto near mafa. Obi a won ne tia wo si o na say da bia complaints ni ade enti ne nipa ni free hon mo a hon abe o say yeah de nipa de na so ye nwene nam obi o hon mo a che say ba bi o te de okotena ba bi a hon mo eye din a on appreciate da na mom no nya bre na okotena de fo mo yeah say ba bia na meti na ho jo ai Sabe when near Japan and as over hoping and I appreciate Niger. Adia a yet is a meko aqua nipen. Because Niger and if I who dear as some cherawa, what be appreciate so much. And then I'm DJ war me fa kwen swatch ya obi and we would feed na to 100.9 now utie your my gun and 10 years in konwen and then some who dogo apono so ya ye ba be bobo mu na ya do so mu ene mo aso na be sa mo nyina mo ni tu asem ampanyi wo de ne 6 ministers first ministers wa mo mesai agi wo mo atum Ministers Makumaku Ensia, Dr. Atuforsen of the Ministry of Finance, John Junapo of the Ministry of Energy, Dr. Dominica Yine to the Attorney General, governs Abuja Roads and Highways Ministry, Eric Opoku Agric, Haruna Idrisu Education. Sampanyu fo nyina mampanyi obra musa ye no mampanyi keka obia ohawa wokọ aso ya wokọ na ohawa ewo ho They say isikasam aso ye say economic stability say the be isikasam ne adwade ho tutu ebetimi agina yie di asam eda Dr. Ato Force ne so papa afenso eba yen energy ne so a John Jinapo e hono ne ye de ne ko ye mampanyi so opese enya stable energy na chesenka ye ifense nanka ye omo hwesenka dum so beba so na no mampanyi kura kan say ya divert zumzo no de ni akere pum dum so bia nya amaso ye hia stable energy afenso ye hia food security o e agric sector one district ye hia nuane ye de be feed one district one factory one village one dam na wo ho anasa apaska Because anka ya hwe food ayi bedua nuane bebre na ka de dam no de apete nsu apete so ra sa bre wo pebre mu yi sa bre na ka dam na hu hia mfa so beba so pa no da so ho anasa tonsuom roads and highways ye pa kwan papa fa so roto yesi ye de ba enti ye hwe ne mfa mrai ekwan ye de roto e ba besi so yi eno so efanye efanjurga idina no ye be ne den abandada no omo kansa nka omo ye sa construction na wie no omo wie a na nka rotos no omo dia ba ka roto no kura omo etwa mu no e dia pa na omo hwa hey oh the any which way edia pa kwan papa fa so eti honorable governors agboja Education Ministry mu nyina mu ani tua na ekoso free senior high school ene hon sensam oncheso mo ba ye review no ye kɔ ne san ye be ma batan atua sika ni bia na anasa den the Ministry of Education Haruna Idrisu on na ekosa aso ye no akɔhwɛ ho to no so den wo ba ba ye si problem wo ho school feeding foi omo so de atua fa Kana ya di feeding koda no esha ya di bi beka ho anase ya maintain aban lawyer panyina so ya yenso so ya resa ne manyina bekoyi o ma tentene aya adwuma ya constitution ye betimi ye benya asesam anase ne yete no ene yete esi wenu nyina ne niam ekoso aso ya hodo edi mpanyimfo nsia di kan akɔhɔ no First strong six. The big six. I point to one more. It's a dear now expect. What are your expectations from these people? I had one more echo these major ministries. Now one more aqua so. No. 81 kasa expectations and saying Benche me be phone lines na atumu ane sa and they call just where friend kiss me quick 80, what are your expectations? 0302243540 and 0302257902. With me, friend, now do I drink Shabbat? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Maybe I told you, baby, Afrifi.
I don't know if
Wadaroma, or expectations, if free, sir, 6 ministers here or anything. What are you expecting? What expectations every 6 ministers see or anything?
Okay. I mean, okay, no new video, media for.
Maybe I try and shower hand to go straight. That's it.
You. They say me expectation is you see, I almost and got to who be because foundation, Nana Bonia to or Dr. Baunia. Bibia kama ndi ye na uba ka say uba metise no omo ka say they say sika no ho ma omo de kwakọ energy sector no nana eja ka say 2 billion o say mi wa mu ja ka 5 billion nana ba betu ai ebi unu kwan bia say omo ma dum so eba mai mu group na MAAME BIAMAH me expectation no
me da say good afternoon. Maybe I told you, maybe I'm free. I asked him. A Jamanson. Yet you will, a Jamanson.
And I said, me for that Chimbanson, intimate a Chimanswa, me not just me coming.
Yeah, and you would be a young one, young quay.
Ah, man, can you get the money and car? Obi a wosi we jẹ nipa wa kan we radio so afei de ne nna wa frɛ wa wo sentity sem Ghana obi a bro nya kura wa ntimi amfrɛ wa nka njo sɛ asihapa bro nya di ni wa ta be jina sɛ o sa ne no de mo obi a gado me ka chi o timi hwɛ ɔmoa gya no
na maka jo sɛ me ne gado aka bom
na sɛ me tie wonka
na sɛ no obi sɛ ma sɛ wo kan sma kyerɛ me si yo ane no nkyerɛ sɛ wa bɛfa me ngo ana bibio
Ini aba menkwa na mesefata fifio
wo kura mempe mezi mempe obia me di mi sija fenchim yanko medas
oba
yes dear
yes expectation ana me
ba dear mo hwehwe free sa 6 minutes
car na nakufado boy so car na nakufado boy ya ma ma efi won oja foto bebre edigu woma no civilization fan get fan heritage fan thinking fine ni na nakufado asan dia kwesi awowa ikaba akukwemi eti foto ayi den weja to ho o mo for ayi bia foundation bia to oba pa expectation ni say me eniama ba akomienu miensa first one oti afutu a wode ma road minister o say one of the difficult area pan work on man for expect omo kwan degree kokon road so amampani da betwitwa mu no omo make sure so mbesan die adwuma no ama contractors am de ma wom na contractors no ebetimi aye adwuma na se de be ya mabunu ni bebre o betimi anya adwuma ye na sika nso atimi aba man because so wutua contractor car me sure say esika no ebe flow e wo man mu amesika no atimi aye niema bibi ye energy omo hwe say new prepaid no mo de ba ye na ekum amanfo a no to prepaid 100 cities within 2 days na sa menu ka say ye me light kwa meter ni su because aka bonus you to 100 cities just Monday ya ene esu eno omo nya hwehwemu the last one education sector menu ka say we say TikTok Ghana College of Education o my teacher for was strike since from last year am school for nko like etifie ye be finance education minister on share no solve that problem no na a teacher for nko school na ye nuan mo e training college no o mutimi nye ana finance minister onko onye hwehwemu ansa na obehye dwumasi aswaye because Kabonia Bank of Ghana e di ato ho no kro no o mabo sika o print ya o ma notify parliament no onye hwehwemu na ba biara mfomso no no onfa o mo memra na memra enu o muni ansa na wodne saka bibi ya fa me for no
me da say good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Me pacho di ni baby afrefim.
We only abema Francis atame so mu amasama twitwi.
Yo Francis.
Awie na mu tese.
Yesu adom bibia boko.
Na Aljari bo ho.
Aljari she ho pa.
Ka chen se nya mi shira no.
Yo.
Etemu nkan wi se ya na ye ne age se mo somo my Ghana.
That's.
Ye national anthem se ya na ya asase ni. Ye na na mu je to moja ne boye din no muhwegu nti adu mi no mienu susu ti maame ona isia woni magel mu wa kwenya ti nyame nhira mu no mama modin ade biala mode ba betena afidie na ki na mama yen susu e wo fie no ne mo ntena so yate die koso wo men
amen
that's nyame nhira wo yo de nyame nhira ne mo ne bia o hwe de o mama se de ototo ntu ye kire se papa no woni mi di papa maame Oshe se Dr. Yina yini so omrama meye attorney general. Me de hia me kase pa aye train that the NPP 42 aton. They trade that the whole from Kwame Nkrumah penso. What to tune in na dia aton. Afi Polugu dam $12 million. Ejapadi $12 million. Omo hwe so mbedi sika nyina dia mayin. Afi de so many say won say omo di krom asset. Ma me na asset no enfonso bi wo ho. Adent na ye say be declare the wo. Oba yembi mu hwe na ade ne da ho so wo sing room so wo tu city so wo triz o mani hu ye so kwa nipa ne mia no sa mra no mo hwe no mo sesa no o se Dr. Yinia ye ni so mra ma ye se die chief justice anasa aton general no o mo so o dan mi no o was cut 2 million than accounts because of a small man into be biana a young man ye di ode ne sabe so no so bu ho akonta ade kire na o so di o woni ho kina bi se sika bi fa baby a ni etuma bi sa ne sika wi unya wen nti sa amra na ha me papa afi de to so biem mami oboasen sem no so ha na manya information bi se boys no e ya attempt se o mo ko ho o mo ankoso nkom ko to But soldiers for no to say boys and ba into a year internship or madunum say best stop boys and na kofa sample temping.
So I need to ask mampanyi say omunye nhwehwemu nti I pray say nhwehwemu no beba na bibia ye kama.
Mama nya sa dey soldiers for yen try soldiers for. Omunye ye bambo for.
Good afternoon.
MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Yes, Orobo, my darling.
My papa.
That is say.
Never coming.
But two of my first and near a keke can cry the me shum ho. No crasa. Obi no crasa and you better no crash and majority. Jano. Young go Robo. One hour unam wapas.
Man, Pacho. Miss Fraser. Maybe you make a kind say. Me papa president Obama. Or cancer cement, boy, cement. Me personal. Me 50 Ghana. And I call 1.2. And to enter Obama or bar. Or that piece sure. I know many uncle school me one. After register, my market. LGBTQ as a while. Or cancer, Papa, no. Papa, my own view. Yes, into the Obama. Anna, I need to pray and embracing. I was so the bar, I'm not confirm, Petro was so the bar, I'm not confirm Papa. Last material or Casa or Casa, MPP for Janaka, Papa, and President Schools, and into the Obama, MPP for a boy, into the Obama, and Press Schools, and near my own Obama from Papa, Cosia, Apetesi, and the boy, the house of Amana Comuna, Madame Coffin, and only I Young schools be a man only a minute.
Radin Council home, it does say. Hello, good afternoon. Hey, Yanimo. Oba petition to DA. Enti DA. What about him? Nekonasem. Maha.
I got you. Unu ya kwa lifti bani ma ewo
yanko
nanka afia be de say nka o ye bibi fa hu
ngam ye den
bibi te say nanka evin japani pa mi edubi
David
ore we mentia ore enye the common street
yanko
yo amja president MAAME eba no ka kokko hu asem te kokko no sika na abani tua ma omna ba no sika ni sha enti woba wobe increase kokko amakuafo ho atom enti ye say ya ken no ta obetimi amakoko fo no omo atom wobe increase kokko ama akuafo nso so atinde ni bi eni nyina ye hwe nani o na ka ye promise here wode adi atura kire Ghana maya to abama no ba oba kokko asem so wanka won so wayi minister wobe kokko so onzu kokko asem so minister ko yi ko oni kokko fu so ngo yi kokko fu so endi ano so ya twan se eso momodin so wobe ye hu adwuma ya lewi ni COVID-19 tax any one tax no man dia ma se wo dia cha finance minister say wo korigi budget ya and we be free wo and dia wo ma ye free wo dada and then dia menka wa se nemu dia menka to so mu yi free o mo fa bibia me sha na bi because tax no amaye bre and ntina ya to aba ma o se brabeji wo ma no ne ye huntoye enti wo mu yi sa ne mo nya wi ahwe no wa tax bi ama bi wo de tax ba ya ne no wa asem and na je minister na wo yi wo no wo yi ko dia waka no mananya waja ba akukura ba buru so ene no benya problem o me na make ajira o wanye no hono wonyi you what number na waka ma no so pepe o ma kwata kura meto so e ba ni sa de be hu se o ma no betimi abuni ye ama ye hu ato ye bye bye e ma nje
me da se oh yate janimo. Good afternoon.
MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO.
Yes. Ana mwako.
Yes, Obaima.
Young boy.
ɛwie nyame so bi nka wo
nka so
ɛno mo aba so adwuma so ma odi ma ɔman Ghana ɛno ɛyɛ desperate media nyina ɔbɔ adwuma de papa na maame so gya one gado asɛm yɛde dwantoa abrɛ Fada Dexon sɛ ɔhwɛ na ɔnka asɛm Fada amfrɛ wɔ yɛ anaa maame so gya
na ma akumba cho se
me se one gado asɛm no yɛde dwantoa abrɛ Fada Dexon sɛ ɔhwɛ na ɔnka asɛm no
baabi aduru ne aware na agu kodwoto
because sɛ ugya gado yi odidi o blokia de akyerema gado ne so tia na
ɛne obenya akɔ
maame so gya ɔyɛ saa da woyɛ di awu
bi awu
yes why
obi a wo bronya kra wanti mi afra me amama finhia pa wo so ama me bronya ade na wan na yesa we die
yɛ de bibia ma Fada
o anya adwuma za de ni nyina gina meme so de anya adwuma yenko
ayo bato ode makaja magado de so de ye bɛ hwɛ ya ka wata na ase dia wa kilo maame soja ɛyɛ ministers a ɛnɛ yɛ do mo appointment ahyɛ mo nsa ɔmo kɔ ɔmo office minimum expectations of finance ministry what they say $10 $100 ɛgye de Ghana ha ɛde de sia bɔ loans a abana gye de abɔ ɔman ho brɛ ɔmo kan ho asɛm the best stress dollar na ɛbɛba fam na besia no from kɔbɔn so ɔmo hwɛ ne yɛ besia so ɛbɛba fam na sɛ yɛwura ato force ɛde cocoa price ɛbɛtwa to Ghana for sɛ sanka abana to cocoa 6,000 Ghana cedis no yɛbɛsɛ sɛ wɔn abirisi cocoa bag ɛbɛkɔ bɛ 8,000 Ghana cedis ana Ghana kuafoɔ no no from timo ayom them because abembia metna kunya so a ometo ekada abembia bab akunya so oyaka obatoka na no san ye oye di bad small man Ghana mestre ye wa hana do say education honum education na abande ba em omo shebo so mo ba ya omo de private school na abeka ho ama double tax na eswati ama nkan so di aduan papa omo se de na nkan di no you know ma say all the man come out put on the best say afi we nkan be di mo jollof for nkofia ne akonam eda so e benku so benku na twidam ne appointment man nkan be di o so no be yakase you say you say nkan di gari e o sumo anu ye mpesa asem enti o ha bi ne ma say ye road minister no ma say akwanya wa Ghana ha na ka abana ye na abana e wa wi office no omo hino mo be compete akwati nyina because o hwe fukwati konsam kwanya e be e ko so omo wi adenta dodo wa road anu so omo wie kaso to Uniba road anu so omo wie the best dress omo he tamamoto we kwa na abana ye so mba wie omo e kwa na wie na to no so mba jinso so omo ye fa to butu so a e kwa omo fa na ye tia to no oni manimu ye omo ye hu because ye ntra mo bokina fo am fa ni man fie anko am mo se kwa omo ntia road to am ye ska emfa mo ma na obra and ye mpe excuse bia so atie dubu so de Nesse, I take a full question to my sister on life. No being crying back say, no, be better sooner. I should have been because I memo I am say you for the 8 years. Do so, madam, woman is not going for your own and like Munda.
Medase, and then they were farming one papa and Namuako. Oh, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hey. Wajafo na to epe baby afa. Good afternoon. Ujina so. Iba cho din ni baby afa film.
MAAME BIAMAH sika abrante am kasa fin sa o ma.
Yo, sika abrante e ohia de musuo kese.
Ohia e musuo.
Wadar ma yiti o.
MAAME BIAMAH wie die. No, ma this said ye pan come finance minister for Prawaba.
Okay, wo se den na wo hwe na nim.
Yeah, say interest rate ebeba fem. Now say the exchange rate no so aba fem na san ye stable amaye yem pe situation say exchange rate ene na aba fem na otena na ekosoro ene ekoba ne sa dia na aba na ye tuti a previous administration ye nya mfaso bia also because ano ni abia no mo ya yem pe nja yem die ja eduma to ekoye campaign mo ko opposition enti so ba na si enwu difference na so ba na ekoto ye ni campaign ekoye ni adaje ya say mfaso amazi because ene wo hye Ghana we bebu no a ntimi nye business because nye we japade na obeton na say besia na ofe obanga ubetua besia na wie instead of so the enwusimu na betua na obetua be wie na capital na be odien ubetua be wie na the capital na nkasa And I say you alone no. Anytime you are so you be alone now get your business. Anytime you are I want to do for business ni. I want to do for business ni. Now so the papa mu anka so onya interest rate offer ma. O ko je befia. Na utia interest no so a. O the capital no asan she business ni. Na so Ghana dey enter and utia sre no. O she no ni bi pound. And I'm a media madam so me process me sre me ko pa da ka number. O say after program the main friend me prayer will be ampa.
Oh, Kafra. Any agina so na frema enye. Enfama. That's it. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, DMZ1.
Me bacho udini baby afrefi.
DMZ Mpacho, your friend Abu Karim Kasafri Medina.
Yo, Abu, bacho it you.
Yo, mami cha one what chifu. DMZ, me pacho, me expectation nkete me ensampe, me bonito. Number one, yeti, oman wimu, ena do mama nene NDC kachere ye se. Dokunu boye deni. Omo ba, ombeti dokunu so di about 2 CD. Kana fonso dokunu yedi pa. Godo, esam ena yedi ye. Omo si omba, ombeti tete so. Cement ena yedi si dan. Omo si nanu body. Omba, ombeti tete cement so. Iron rod, omo si omba, ombeti tete so. Yebe serenwara. Onye nwo juma maye animonyimi ya because ye hian no. Number 2, ye manu a waka se na womo school na womo aduane nya no ye sre noara woma ye mani need 3 times a day because we promise ye nim say obeye ntini ato abanama no na or say borders no so ye to pay. It is alleged say one ba betua fees any feeding fee any rent ye be sre noara o maintain home because na abana etiso no na owo no na ye nkwala no school omu sia de omu didi kama light gina so bibia wo so kama ye besere meters na wo mu dia breye no o say energy no oba obeye wo djuma woma energy no gina so mayen because eno na light for welder for electrician ye kan say glass ehun keka ho ade pam for eno na ye di adjuma nti esre no ara oma light no enyina so maye ye nya adjuma ni ntimi to dokono 2 CD ene enchena 3 CD ukuta 5 CD a otumi adidi na wonu musu aguso mame bia ma abukare mede nyami jaw
Meda sipi Abu, meda si waboni tieti ya mame. Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Biamana Boom today.
Yami adro me bacho onso e udini baby afrefi.
Biamana Pacho, uni fifi Madina.
Bibi aboko de.
Oh, boko na ushe.
This one. Yanko.
Yeah, Bema. No, obi ka the finance minister only okukoda. Nimpa no ho pe yesero. Onko adwuma ko bisianse no ko bi se minister of finance. Obra ya bra wo ho. Bema, finance minister hu ni sa no. Akoko a wo gbekwa wa ton bi da. Ya ka ahira ton da. Ya adidi of satisfactory go be wo rincholi. Ya titi bi aton da. It is also finance minister no. Ombra da obwa. Ondo ko adwuma ko bisianse o ko so hwe na dum fam. Ne papa no. Obisa empreko ko ye god bi da. Empreko nkoko ye nya ya nya bi da. Eye finance minister le me no no. Ono o se the finance minister umbrella. Onko adwuma ko bisa so misa ma nema epipi fo mnya mbotre. Ma nyo me le ye ntina Ghana for 2 days home. It is mama aba no yo man ye. Mo ye bi ne yo man ye. Mo ni pa polofo atimo dinti na Ghana for 2 days home. Na me seminar no MBC for. Say my didi Ghana ama ya to aba against MPP no. Won so mo hwe ni ye. No mo mi waje ma Ghana pepe no na o mo ye mo aka so mo pe. What ma Ghana man no so. Ghana man so chin NDC. NDC so ma Ghana man pe no. Wonye ma wo mo ma Ghana po pe no. Wonye ma wo mo. Ma mo ye mo aka sa mo pe. Ma mo wo so. Ma wo so wusu. Ahuma to ye ma me ne se na mo ni se de pa mo chow. NDC for the pa mo chow. Na mo me se me ka se bi awa se finance mi so mbre da no me so ko de ko ma djuma ko bi san se me ko bi sa se fa dan ni sa so am me se owura kwa ya do bi da me se eto le edo bi da hwe finance minister ko de to ko bi sa ekoko ya to bi da ono ni minti also finance so mbre da wa bre papa no na mo no nso be hu se na be ya Ghana fu ya ho be to ye nso nja mo ngu
Meda sipi. Good afternoon.
Afternoon, Biamah.
Me bacho udini baby afrefi.
Yeah, from ABC, me kasi Abed.
Ayo ABC, wadaro ma iti o.
Man, me no brief. Me pacho. Yes, here is a Ghana. Me will brief. Me patcho there is a Ghana. I feel I will miss so. Fee okay, we have the name that you watch now call. Set the time. Say 1 minute, 1 minute. Take a yes, yeah, my Jerry.
Bacho you.
Take a miss slow. First caller no. We are not there. Me ya. Moon charing cause you. Nana mwakun. Anyone buy no to Papa so no jana or canoe waste time. Next time, Pacho, if you are called there, so
Mate, Wadaroma.
I'm sure what tell me. Me, I'm in ABC because if I better. Expectation is before I am about reduce. It is a moon, Namun, Senya, Akuba, and a moon, Nanamako, nothing Senka, Akuba, which is the Kwaba, if before city and at 2 city. And what you can catch, I feel the old catch, yes, Mamma, some family 2 city. Train, a beba, what a beba pa. And I'm expectation back to say, me patro, governor, Bank of Governor, me patro, and many young one if you want, and yes, I'll be cool, be with me. I say, I want now, people will know why we your balance to me and prosecuting because. That 5% that we could come more than 5 no, and no crap no, asem sebe, and I think so, yes, and you for no, in penny for no. Second now, a war on my mono, you 50. Yes, so I'm afraid now, there were 100,000 guys who come for my for 4 years. Young 5 years, young the ham pium, young 50 more friends, the 100,000 time for me now, and in penny for Muntie, Micha, Joe, Ashamaniwe.
Medasipi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Biama.
Maybe I showed any baby afraid.
Biama, uncle to you.
Your uncle, but it's you.
I'm sure the why. Hey, Mammy, I say, Siala, nation bread the Wabe, Ghana, young program. Why the nation bread and the Wabe? I mean, maybe we get there. President John Mama, I am addition. No, within 1 month or the bigger labor for Emily, Uncle to mention him. There's a 3 month, El Corno. On the other, about $2.14 cities plus. And see, how do I want can there? What my schools in Dala? Maybe you know to my family for of a do a South 4 cities now, 5 cities now, what can. But I mean, Mamma said that. Dollar now about the 4 cities, no, one of 4 cities, Walla. Magana Fu, you would or you beer, or your nation big damper. About 2 a petrol price at 14 cities, 55 pesos a liter. Make sure that Obama Major on the say, I look at 16 cities. Men can watch them say, Siala. I the nation big and Wabano, my about 2 days a night, for 8 years. Money I do my hair. My father now about 2 hours. Also, where the day was the man come and power. Me expected that from 3 months going, you know. You have a school, no. Then my father, then about the way the bad Akasaka was. I'm over the ferry with it. Nation breeder, Waba, not Buomo, more Coenum. About 2 there. Ghana, Queen, Yala, young coupon, not doom. On my pain, that. Only you know, on my pay that, and now the dog will go only a queer Casacasi. Momajan can't come on Casamukrum. Fancy a year or quite 1 year. Why shall what come Mayakas 1 year? Overhead near Miami with me. Oh, yeah, I'm trying to my driving me with that. Nation bed and Wabano. Your test schools in the other. Your test schools in the other, and now the dog will go all about them. Promise on Megala, I'll be a year. Or can the overcare 11 years name, or can overcare a betting tomu, betting tasimu, yes, name, or say a coffee, and now the dog will go for the Sicilian. Into the what I almost 30,000 cities and 3,000 cities per bag, no, and come on 3,000. Yes, a coffee, if you want to avoid the MPPO, a coffee was 1,000, yes, him or the Baba, yes, him. Yellow, I'm about to carry about to have a party that number ban on the move. I beg a ban about 2 cow. Look on the jar, a cat to our education side, the Yabi tour, health insurance, the Yabi tour, the Yabi to tour, the number of our company or any other. me uncle actually me share him yes siala better for 3 months go next year I share that then say bread and water na sa ko shin sin le be dia e be hu 24 hours that can no yes.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Ba jodi ni baby afef.
Me a depend ye mi ka se free tasa bokin na Mr. J.
Yo, ade papa yenko.
MAAME BIAMAH betimi aka obuasi issue ni kakra. Hello.
Mitio.
Mesi betimi aka obuasi issue ni kakra.
Oh, there be o see here ministers na ye do madwuma show mo nsa no. De na wo hwe afi wo mo ho.
Okay, yo. Ene me call finance minister. Mesre finance minister. They say cocoa price no. Omo de ye propaganda. Say omo ko dwaman so a ye MPP time no. Na ye 70 million. Eti omo say yemfa 70 million emfa ma cocoa fo no. Eti mesre say na MPP aba NDC aba no. Omo ko dwaman so a omo kan hu say bi cocoa price bi a beba edwaman so bia no. Omo fa cocoa omo fa ma cocoa afiafo. Mesre education minister mesre no minister na ye yi for education no school feeding no mesre se on hwe ho pa nene enkwala no ye demonstration se gale e de ma wo mo aduane no kura wo mu nya bi ni sa omampani what they say mahama o ka se sa school feeding na ye de ma nkwala no ye nkokọ duane aspy kura na se ma te se ye se onko tema no mu koyi emfa koma school for no se MPP penso no na aspire NDC penso de ya yemfa koma school for no eti politics no se ya yenka hu se wo we wo fo nsa no na wo so wo hwa wo nsa because of one hwe ya wo be we wo nsa fra MAAME BIAMAH ni nyankopon nya adwuma.
That's it. Good afternoon. Hello.
Hello.
Pacho di ni baby afrefi.
Nana new.
Nana one, yenkwai.
MV1 ya be kumu MV4. Oh. Ya ba be how many months and how many weeks ni. Unya to bo asemaye. Ni pe kwa ni minister say spend ye MAAME BIAMAH so share expectation. Na mo ba we say esremo. Munya to bo asena. Mo kwa 8 years campo den amutumi ye. Mo me enjoy. MAAME BIAMAH expectation is say see MAAMAH can campaign time no kan no. Yes sir, I just say bia be okay amai. Enti munya school for no munya unto bo ase mai because near me the campus almost university for no me can call no. I will mo choose school fees da no. Me the also me refinance kan amount. Me the papa and to the motumbo. I don't know you to abey any family to abey. Our for mama bamumbu. Can school fees am coach no ya be mama. And happen to me say attorney general be patrol. Ora no mate say say ono metra se ne na fi o ma pen yen pisim na evidence no mesle me say chadu asas no mo sit down was no and fire say gold from the free heaven e be see sada na be so budos and be always card yen fa ko drina engu yen jaba kokra yen fa ento homa enchima no enti mesle atten general and I judge kwa win na dey asem ba be ka say wo be kwa win me people to be kwa sa no na kwa en check kwa be fie abanyan so enti mo hwe yie ye da asem ba mo ji asem yie
Me da asem ba cho when your time I be threaten obi mpa cho.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH. Efo na mi kasa.
Efo. Where's up?
Mi sira upa, na mi sira oni de bia u mai kwan yi kasa na. Ba bia mi trans no mi nya network ni ye ntinu. Asena topic no, but obeti mama 30 seconds summary. Na mi kasa because man ko kana mi ko kasa mpe obayi nya fisu.
What expectations from ministers na you?
What say?
What expectations from ministers na e do amadwuma hye o monsa no?
Ye de MAAME BIAMAH. Ye di kan MAAME chia de na secretary. Na mi chia mpe phone na. Ministers na ye di adwuma ni hye o monsa no. Ye meye ti say NDC fo a sira kolesa e bia mu ba no mu twi adu boni say ministers no mo obi feli na ye nye sa da
yes MPP see college ye bon pa ye mo say aduma e di show mo say cause MAAME BIAMAH ye kasa sesi ai Ghana ye ya ene omo ba ye ya dollar 14 na sesi afiri ko 16 say nyina na ye to enti ye de mpa ye bon say obia ye de aduma na mo no onipa ba ko a adi aduma o mo di share ni nsa no mi tiri so nya mi de eye sports minister no wuti asi sports minister no Kofi Adams no ni afford dia ni pa dia mi hu ni say nya de obetimi yes aduma na MAAME BIAMAH baby ti say health ministry no and no bia no and yes wo ye chairman wa committee this to obetimi health ministry say you need a doctor the way ti say finance minister no say obi o ye finance and I say attorney general obi o ye lawyer no that na say ministry sports health ministry so now confirm obi akeke because of what say ono no ye chairman bi wa committee bi so nti obetimi ye bia ye bon pa mo so mo nyiro mo no mo nya adwuma na Ghana nya yi na Ghana ye ya ye nyira na ye tena mu ye wisho ya bod ye wisho papa to mba ya adwuma papa
meda se efo meda se pe abusuafo good afternoon hey onkasao okay I was avoid the course in Besi wa has say what yes yeah.
To forestall blackouts because of the loss of almost 2,000 megawatts of power, we have to make provision for fuel, and this is light crude oil, heavy fuel oil, and distillate fuel. Unfortunately, enough provision was not made for this eventuality. When the fuel arrives, it takes time to import it, 3 weeks to place an order and get it delivered. when it arrives, you have to treat the fuel for another week and a half to make it ready for use in the generating plants. And so there's a threat of power outages. But my brothers and sisters, don't despair. Like I said, you elected us to solve the problems, not to put the blame on anybody else or to shoulder you with those problems. And so yesterday I called a meeting of all the stakeholders in the electricity value chain. And they have been sitting since yesterday to today to come out with innovative solutions so that we're able to keep the lights on. And so I can assure you, with some of the ideas they've come up with, we would make sure that your lights stay on and that we do not have doomsday, as you popularly call it.
Yes, honorable members, this is definitely a secretarial mistake. It will be corrected. But let it be known by all of you that it's part of the duty of the Speaker to protect the micro minority. The minority leader is on his feet. Let's listen to him.
Mr. Speaker, with respect, I shall, in response to what you just said about your duty to protect the micro minority. Mr. Speaker, the rules of this House provide for the minority and the majority. Mr. Speaker, we do not have any micro minority. Mr. Speaker, the minority caucus hereby protests. Mr. Speaker, we protest the description. Mr. Speaker, this practice of when we are on our feet, the majority will on the mic, it's not acceptable. Mr. Speaker, it's not acceptable. We are Democrats. You put off my mic. Listen to me. Mr. Speaker, we find this unacceptable. Mr. Speaker, we seconded, the minority seconded your proposal and the motion for your election. Mr. Speaker, when the so-called majority was even conspiring against you.
Remember when I was president, Boko and surrounding areas were very peaceful and work was going on, people were going about their duties. It's sad that this situation has occurred again. And I know that for the last 3 years, you have not been able to sleep. You've been living under stress. And so the priority of our government will be to bring peace back to Boko so that everybody can go about his duties without fear of harassment. We want to assure you that we're putting in place the various appointments so that we can have ministers and other officials who are responsible for the security to take charge. And so within this week, we will do the appointments of the Minister of Defense, the Minister of Interior, the National Security Advisor, the National Security Coordinator, the BNI Director, and all the others. And when these appointments are made, I'm going to charge them to make Boko one of the #1 priorities that they attend and deal with. From here, we'll continue to Nalergo to meet the Nairi too and deliver a message to him. We cannot live in a country where our people don't feel safe. Our people must feel safe to travel wherever they want at whatever time and not have people shooting at them. And so you can be sure that we'll deal with all these situations so that we all can have the peace that we need in order that our traditional areas can progress.
Zero point nine.
Mampenye His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the 6 ministers na say odo amadwuma ahye wo monsa odi adwuma ne hye wo monsa na oka kire wo monsa bra ne be declare wo asset that declaration of assets yetimi ka yedi akire ehwe esa list nipa ne be ba se bia me wo takumi wo sempo ame wo sese ehu enkrata asem nie yetimi tu anamo kwode ani kwahwe se ampa de nipa ne ka no eye nokre yetimi yes ade no na afin so no nipa no free office no do we check say ejapade sign wo free office wanya aka de wo dada no ho ye me ade di akire de na de why you know me dem who say you just say talk keke you can say declare your asset but we nkoso. The President of the Republic of Ghana was we have averted looming power outages. Nanka dumso unity. So nyame adom wo do mo nan asifom ama say dumso no ya broskoto no. They say a high kwa light. Na presidential jet here hunso abansensemi. Hey. Those time, Honorable Dominic Nitu, or see, oh, the presidential jet is not in good condition. Abanse sign, or see, oh, the presidential jet is in good condition. President Mahama can use it. And I'm going to say, how buy one person, double mouth. Why? I was here for winning second, how do I end a ne a ye? Me dofo Emmanuel Adote Alote of the NDC, and me dofo Pemu. Yaw asane sano o mabeka me ho a ye de ehon komo eba NPP Jesse Buako me hwenanim se obeba abeka yen ho onya maaye de obi a wochini bia ye no aduane a ye nya ne bi fufuo ne ebewa ne abobo banche ne so na ye se to ye de asini ho oba no de abenom nkwan bizata no memo akwa aba bibi aboko de ene o suit no ene o Sanchez o says o gogo hey bizata no o suit no o gogo
this one that die so no yankopon adom ye free so and there's the need for rebranding, and that is what we are doing in to ensure say being responsible governance at this time around. Now most moduma koso. Okay. It is my hope say in the next 6 months Ghana for in terms of say exchange rate no and financial situation I woman no matter for mama
so by one wife.
Why
look nice.
As usual, you are always also beautiful. And
Alote.
Mami.
Na accident.
Na mi adomo. Na mi adomo.
Bi akoso.
Akra. Na mi adomo. Adom na Ora Mahama Bayinso. Akra. The government is taking shape. Okay. Was starting 14 days ago. Oshia Akra was it may ni substantive ministers including cabinet. And some of the government agencies doing so or paying for manage all those areas.
Yebeko yenim study etie bia abusia for NIT FM memanti ena waso egua otie no na mamisha se enfree alote misha se dey free so because so na o waban wo power yo ene why lucky papa say o ba be wo fufuo ni bi ansa na ye de nkwan ya guso nya san ka be ba na ya bobo banche ne so ya san kwan aka ho ede ama
ne na nka meba de na me bra pani bra ima wa se me chipoto anyame adom
you okay well dem me fa ho ansa de etimi nua be ma Jesse Buakon of the NPP ono so ababeka ye ho e wa hazi Jesse akwa aba
mejo so
me da se alote na me se me sha se de afro because no wa buy e power right now mampenye aswe in 6 new ministers and now what director almost say they should declare their assets ya mama kwaba e momo tiri nkwanso so but my issue is with the declaration of assets no medical kan ha say dada say ya ban bia ba ya ka say ya momo declare ya japade omo woni ade at the back door me beba hayana from a very reliable source oti amena so mame ade na omo declare but as to say ye betu na mo akode ani akwakohwe say nia Mr. A ka say owo no e no kre so wo say japade no ho afenso ofri aban mu a ofri ene dibre no so a ye san bo akire kohwe ene ma eno so wo eno so wo mo enye your take on it
yo mami medasi mami fa akonya we enchia etiefo nyina ewe na menchia omo amohwe e wo social media so na menchia menwanu ma ye studio Jesse long time menchia o na menchia ya ye wofa
ganyobi
wofa sanita no menchia no mami na menchia o nso
ejo so pa
sana o sha se kan say alotemu na mo aban no na I was one kakra me said name asesa I was a bit shocked because on said those days no ye ba we started from Nanaki na mo aban tika enti my big cause is still la Nanaki
and Nanaki was swemo
enti kan na mo say say na ye wa ban mu name asesa enti mame ampa na me adom NDC ora mahama edi anim no ye wa ban mu na wa start SCC niama wa fan ampamfo a na me adom 6 of them have been approved na enra na odi krata show mu nsem se omunyina mu nko mu ministries no mu start ejuma ni aka no so betu aso yampa na the issue of it mami first of all mami fa akonya we nso embo na baso wa yi nkrofo mami wa wo hwe a eba no experience eba no technical know how eba no odo a mo edi magana nye NDC party no sankrofo nyina ewubi and we are expecting say omeka ne ho at cabinet level no na omadwendwe emwane ho ye manifesto ni echecho mu no and afenso adeso bia e ha Ghana for no so metie na at the cabinet level no they will come up with the best policies mama beti besi saniama edi ama nyina enti nyamenhia ora mahama say was starting on a very good note okay say within if anything 14 days no obe nominate ni cabinet minister and all the substantive ampa waye 42 ni nyina regional ministers ni the main way nyina no wa nominate obia they said din nyina e wo parliament almost start vetting no so he has done very well what can niama obeye within the next 120 days akra oye and then I may say yenkrofai omo tracking no I say so far no he has done about 20% of ni can say when the first 120 days social contract or true between ono any Ghana for no nti nyamenhia no na nyamenhia ni vice nso a otanechi a ya MAAME Professor Jane na opokajum otanechi a o buano a ono so omani ideas nyamenhia omo nyina na yenko yenim mami on the issue of declaring your asset no enra ora mahama enya akwenya no a oni 6 minutes there they've been approved no ekasa ye no okachiro omo say obi anko the auditor general's office Ghana audit service na omo asset no omo nko declare and I believe say omo you obi a ohwe nkrofo a enra he approved them no ora atu forcing eka ho ora ayeni eka ho John Jinapo honorable eka ho ni ora Aruna Idrisu so eka ho governs Agboja. I think the last person will be 6 no omo rekopokum nyina eka ho ohwe a omo ye nkrofo a mame omo ye nipa but omo ye nkrofo a they are very responsible and they have high integrity nti ora mahama eka sa no I believe say omo mfa sa nsem endi agro and I know say anope omo start they are declaring the asset. Forms are ewo hono ma pick forms no. Omo fill forms no indicating every asset omo ansana omo starting omo juma no. They are indicating all that. Na uka assembly about anyabia audit service no omeko mufie and answer the appropriate office omeko mufie and answer bibia properties ni wono they will do proper checks. Ehun say omo kan say omo ofie baako na say mi no omo cars mi no and say baako and so on and so forth. Would they go and check all these things to confirm the paper? I think say they will do it and they have to do it. And say yes, starting government you know so along the way you know so I'm sure they will be cross checking to see say near oka ya owo no and they be obaye no in line with benefits aye ma wono o salary ni bibia no and they be o de bia kan wana and they already kan no edakwan mu ana do you have the capacity to add what you add no and then you be because Ora Muhammad this time no why na adwin say mami he will not disappoint Ghanaians. Our biggest challenge is financial malfeasance no any corruption any DS no auditor general report ade bi omode PM no e them ya kan win same sa within 4 or 5 years no can be 50 billion na a free sikem niama akosu in the previous government you know. I don't think say Ora Muhammad Ghana for the opportunity when Adrian say he's coming to live a better and if you like is setting the standard for a presidential legacy one year to be difficult for anybody at all to break it I don't think say you allow things and non tina ni in Crawford juma presidency no. If you check through you can see say one wafa Professor Francis Dudu presidential advisor on anti-corruption ebi anabebre ending Professor Venison Dudu no Francis Dudu no obekaya is it athletics union no your paying those days no or sanchia de Legon is a and statistical department or a researcher in statistics enti adwuma na Ora Muhammad leadership in sem no obeye ayeni ye pa on already charged on the government anti-corruption program enti and you know say Ora Muhammad was show example say ono or kan about corruption na enye aben atwemu pewu ni na ban so in Crawford no so eka it did that by demonstrating to you say time my young sister Victoria Hammer only dreamt ekan say onya yanka obe pay $1 million that to account mo immediately no Ora Muhammad yini free one check as deputy minister of communication or yini free one time obe kan so Ora Abuga Pele in sensema esi wojida it was under Ora Muhammad government no the court ye ko musa to last point time o call jail no na new government aba enti oyobia or can about declaring your assets which is in line with fighting corruption, fighting financial malfeasance, fighting esika eco waste no or you will be on first hand same NDR and he always start from the fear. You see charity begins at home. Say upe say ngofo and dies to be a yen edinche obia who started from fear. And I don't think say to be a problem. Say you paying for now and now you approve them no they will not go and declare the asset. No. I know say I no pay for forms now. They are filling their forms. And I think so whatever they are putting on the forms and so the appropriate unit almost ability they also follow up and cross check near mature forms and I think so Ora Muhammad so I imagine say he will monitor and check everything. And one thing I make can say he has a presidential advisor on anti-corruption program. Okay. Including the oral team. Niamana Wakambo Nina Modebano. Including the Niamana Ecosociano and the government officials. No, you monitor them and check all those things. I mean, you don't have any problem at all. Like I said, no, Ora Muhammad and Adrian say he is coming to work to leave a legacy. He's going to raise a bar, a standard. One year it will be difficult for any other president to break that standard. So be rest assured. If you're doing Juma.
Me ma won homeso ansa. Won me say offense Ghana has say yeah, in terms of enacting laws, enacting enacting laws no. Yeah, do a pa. But as to its implementation and making sure say apply to its offense logical conclusion no. We lack supervision, proper supervision to make sure say the way emre kama. But as to see a behwe ma obi edi so na ye fenche no. Yentai yenyam ponya si yentai What is the guarantee say this time around we are going to make sure say nipa ye so me declare o ma setampa o me declare ye de aba bonti ana e be sha ban ne nko enchen so that people will know so nipa ya form say omuko ye adwuma ma yen no this is what they have it omu free akonwa so a niema no so omu woni Ghana for mu hwe
mame ne o kan de ampa oba in Ghana in terms of enacting law say ye di mra eba ye hihye niema no we are good at it but ye ba no implementation follow up evaluation and monitoring na higher no na makada on say there are some elements in management control very key we manager na say only control one hwe ya bibia be say another element that we in management power is the monitoring and evaluation say near what can apart from say you are controlling the people to do it no oh she say you are evaluating your mo ye no and I think so and e bi omo je ni year na and you are even monitoring e dey be key I know and don't na yes for me oral and complain and I'm like you claim we have all the traditional institutions we have the Yoko and all that but I don't over the years what has been the achievement of all these institutions, traditional institutions me when you know him say the performance has not been what we were expecting and say a forming committee to gather the information to more or less put some agency in fighting against Niamana. I don't see why anybody at all should be worried. And out of it, they were able to gather over 1,000 reports. But say some of them, their mere allegations are say you see the fire core system and I say the ma OSP ni Yoko. It will not lead us to anywhere. I don't know quality ones. Some say if you pursue it, number one, we can recover a lot of assets for the nation. And I think number two, it will serve as an example. Ebe ma ya banonso. Adebi ebe so about 700 of them, and that is what they are going to submit before the Attorney General and before the Presidential Advisor on Anti-Corruption Program. No, I understand, but this time around, trust Ora Mahama say, because Ghana for too many action in Semda, and Ghana for can say the way do I encroach for more other side, just in crop for no didn't throw a remono. Omo transfer that Ghana for a promise heaven amount to be no Ghana for a euro mama esinchen Ghana forms as I in no there be bra now you won't say near we no you are on the right path in Trona ye channel and na ebi ekata ye near young near we no and say Ghana form on the opportunity again no trust me Ora Mahama will leave a better and a far reaching and higher legacy one year it will be difficult for anybody at all to do and I think so say. And I'm also telling you, say, if all the ministers declare the government of Ora Mahama is going to publish near Obia a declare. Very soon you will see the minister designate in charge of government communication will publish everything. Obia will say, as soon as we airban no cry bicycle, ni moto. Say or fear bemusua, whatever he has acquired in Sebetri. Yen can say Obia nobody can achieve. Obia was sent a managing Sika. But whatever you are going to achieve, it should be in tandem with Seka yetuya your benefit and allowance. Say Abia ba okra bicycle ni moto. Obe deputy minister, Abia for local government. The amount of money yetuya. If you are going and you are having the latest Benz, you have questions to answer. And the trust Ora Mahama, when they finish declaring all the assets, government will publish everything. Will be biara ababe sum or mine, whatever they have. And again to Ora Mahama ni team they will force you to declare everything. And then say Bia, when I will show you just write what you feel like declaring to Ghana.
What better than Ghana for who sana so Ora Mahama who said nipa ya tradia be no pre.
And nothing America say wafa presidential advisor on anti-corruption program. And it's a whole officer. He's going to work. Professor Francis Dodo is going to work with a lot of people. They will do a lot of checks behind you. Only me say yankro for nyina ya pa say omo vetting for MC ni. The current BNI now I'm friend with NIB. Yankro is assigned to NIB. I don't see the value in the change of the name. Current director Yafano. The first assignment Obi Bia ya Bodino. Ya Bise Usivi and other security details they are doing investigation on everybody. And this one SAB America, I'm involved, so I know what is going on. They are checking the background of everybody. Baby all free buy, baby all mobile. Every district has BNI office. Anybody at all coming from that district, you know, ya do document bibia, ya sign BN9 for mo ko fi ehwe de nyina no. So ebia wo unjro, but team Orama apa mo say they should do their job no. They will come back with a report HSA. Unjro bicycle ni moto. But you ko fi and say you call behind na ehwe mu nyina no. Na wo Benz nso ka ho. And why didn't you add? Meaning say you have a plan to do something now. And trust me, he will not shield anybody. He will not defend anybody because, like I told you, no, Oba Beje legacy, one year, it will find in the new president that will come in the near future will find it difficult to even break that legacy.
Thank you. Meda Sipi, Mamemra Minua Bema, Jesse Buakon of the NPP, and Che, Monsosa Mufra Bemo Enche, Bia, asset declaration, a home bar, and then your quick comment on the 6 ministers who have been sworn in.
Yo, Meda say, Edikan, Maminchia. The leadership of the new patriotic party Sisia Meno Kasei almost start to say almost party for Nabum because already a course so election anymore any man be brave any see professor around the quick committee omatia omudi email ne almost start a form near a bisa constituency officers, regional officers, national officers, any coordinators, any polling station a bisa almost say a day any see ubeka say Obi fa phone efre MBB phone nyina say mo obi ankoto aba because we heard data now from Zabzugu to Choko che say amanfo ankoto aba because ye to ye anka nanka de be si okru man. But fast forward, let me congratulate President Mahama for winning the election. President Mahama banu governance waye bida na ofeli poto intimidate enya me wanwa mitie minua bema ensemu a oka Oshase ubisa na sembi emse na wanti ase ubisa ne se sa monitoring and evaluation no ayese elake ewo ye system nim uti answer the ma o President Mahama be publish names no. It's not about publishing the names, and this is what the ORA should have start doing. And you say chasing and Crawford who are innocent or in the name of making noise for the NDC. Now, I mean, me you share your 1992 Constitution in Article 286, uyi subsection 1, or say a person who holds a public office mentioned in clause 5 of this article shall submit to the Auditor General a written declaration. You say written declaration, and you say be obi na beba one abetro a written declaration. Yes, declaration of all property or asset owned by or liabilities owned, whether directly or indirectly. Now, baby, me the 1B no, or say at the end of every 4 years, and I see no, or say at the end of his term of office. Just say o term and yeah, I say you back, I be verify say asemo akai no, no cre and enye no cre. In 2012, ye two abaye President Mahama. Obey a president, you know. They say me castle why president that. In the same way there. Organization be a from the fourth estate. Meaning say what's the fourth estate? A ban say yes, and some trade name corruption issues ne and same year. Eha or minor omutumi ekasano. Omu ye publication be on 3rd November 2022. Now here omu publication omu ye ya. Omu the heading eto so say Mahama's 11 ministers who never declared their asset. Now, almost sign chiremu. The entire Sankrofo no man declare omo asset. No. Now, the issues ni bi oha. Obi oha. Fourth, your phone friend say, "Wonfa will report and wonfa will declaration of asset." Auditor General kasa friend. Now, omo ye no bogus. Chese omo roboshe sansem no. And I see that to be happening again. Especially CBO. Asset declaration here under President Akufo-Addo from 2017 to 2024. At a point in time, it became an issue, but we were able to solve some of these issues. Obi oha ne ebeka say oba abemo kutaka baako, ofi abemo kutaka miensa, anaka nine. E check salary ne oniama oya undumi nto ebia V8 miensa, ana Land Cruiser bezi 3 kra enka we japade ho. Enti and somewhere cost no. Now me they say fourth estate. Eddie names nearby. Obo obi to say
your papa Prosper Bani. He was former chief of staff and former interior minister under this government. Yes, this is 4 states. I'm not reading from anywhere. This is, and it's verifiable. Be able to me a check it. Uchu for able to me a check it. And as I nipa we are maboni dino under the current Mahama government, nidin kahumbi. Ye bo national security coordinators some interim may nidin kahume boa. And it is asemi make be able to me verify. And here, HSA Edino Dosso, Neo Samos, who was a former president of Ghana Bar Association. No Minister of Lands and Natural Resources. Also the same thing. Just Omodoso, Victoria Hammer, Hannah Bisu, ne, Omomuka, they couldn't declare their asset. And to the American, say governance is not about rhetoric, Brunica rhetorica, and yakasatin thing. It's about implementation and action. And that is what Ghanaians want to see. Overwhelming victory, Ghana for Ediama NDC now. Almost sum NDC for Fidie. Sanetie, and yes, I am Mihuno. Sanetie. Almost sum Fidie. Say, okay, some of you MPP are binding it. President Akufo-Addo, Ofia Bemu, now dollar to CD, 14 CD, 70 pesos. And then, cost 17 CDs. And over to me check it. Over to me check it.
I'm 17 as they say abba.
I'm 17. I have 14. I have 14.70. And anybody can check.
Yes. Na see am check na 15 for Sasamba from dem.
And I make us say miniaba. It is under president Pacho me ba. Oh. And the American say Akufo-Addo aban indicators are ye di good form and say fear bemo no Ghana fo nyina enitua omo ehu bi ye ko ye fear bemo petrol 14.2 ene ukofuo pumps are 15.5 15.4 ne ade enti emre ene be kire se omo betumi aye adwuma na meti me bana meti say obo say ye Mahama say enra oshia stakeholders bi and osan ball John Jinapo abaso say why ade say wetumi aso the BBB say omato crude bi me bana meti na obo
it was Mr. Old
na enra
na enra ni see
okay esi by this year ya current okay e be ba ho enti the American say ministers are ye sisi ano me my veterans ni bi obi a me hu so oye honest and this oye very honest ba Haruna Idrisu oma in the Minister of Education minority leader bisa na sembi obisa ne say owodan e wo cantonment ana oyi anu straight say no kre owodan e wo cantonment and a minority leader catch and say or you be a waka no crepa e wo vetting yase and grofo bebre omo kwa omo asset omo disie. Let me tell you, I know
I didn't know so be the asset is
yes because
me ba
yes. Me be kira wase
afa na wo bam
me be kira wase
enti say woman ni pen wo se bia wo weni ananka be say bi banga de ni hokora aka say wo ho e bia aba akwa but why must you hide your property and answer
unim de enti America sa minim NDC phobia those days time wa yeah asset declaration that time na me wie school a me kire nkolade a me ni abre a me kire preparatory school ya de my hot a me kire akwa ni ti computer ho popo me say hey akwa de no ye no unim de oye ni ono ani properties na ebi wo ho a ya na emu ni ade no o sisa ko obi din mu and this some of these things, you know, it will happen again.
ABC Momo and NPP for
NDC time, NPP time. Me who say ABC? They are me who and I me di who are dance here.
Oh, okay.
Asset declaration, and then you chinaya by this time. A month was started as some car document. Already DVLA. Ube kono bi as Sunday car document. Koni wife
then tell me business say ABC and say the wuzi why witness
media dia mehu and America media dia mehu na America the American say asset declaration Mr. Mahama edi was start here kasa no enya adwuma MAAME BIAMAH unim NDC for ni bebre wo ho a they've started changing names already.
Before move free power, mo sign boy chile share Japadia, mo ministers na se for no mo yansa no mo free.
Made us a power. Oh, and you say
because we are talking about this asset declaration.
And do you know this is part of the work by the transition team. Where can you man ho? And you say bia mo be start accusation where I say and they failed from day one, even with the transition. NDC has failed.
But in transition, both sides.
Both sides. But when time was then Minister of Information, Hajia Fatima Abubakar, almost started so mooding komo. Na Felix Kwacho Fusu and the Gina NDC Fuano almost started mooding komo. Edu baby no issues be oha na Felix Ababon saying wabe granting interview. Actually media no na namun from na Fatia Babak abe correct. And it happened. And these things, everything else, I make our have be able to me verify. I know, say, what's in 70B, I course. And Ebano NDC for now, the people we are dealing with, we must be very careful. Because media minjomuni bako kra. Say, bia, we 6 ministers a year, Mamin Kanchro. Honorable Ato Forsen, Minister of Finance. And there are some na one can. Under President Akufo-Addo. Edi asem na wanka. Ye di cocoa. Ye peji amuko 3,100 no. Oka kire cocoa ekurafo se ye sisi cocoa fo. Enti ye se na nke bag se no. Ye si ho a. E se ye mom 7,000 and 6,000. Emre ene be kire. Ye di ani ene ehwe. Enti dia ye kan say ministers aye for me I wish them well.
About say Dr. Atwata
yes
Atoforsen and make I feel no more ba we are fear the do maduma shop say be any first day in office I will be kwakoye adwuma it just a more people once a pressure be near but give them time because they have a space of 4 years
enye MPP for na Air Force wo mu omo to abasa 6 point something million to aba no meba me share maami bi o say hey na Onkrofo oil out turn 190 oton 23rd December 190 na 220 oton mo ma me ni ton mo wala pass oton mo wala pass me gina traffic light and ma me ni bi say
is it the fault of government and I say
and this is part of the government it is part because day in day out things go up and that is not what the NDC over me
o make we be uko too because we be a book no member and then maybe say we allo take can say President Mahama will allow them to publish their assets that's the law permit that
yes so the law didn't say that
okay
yes because we hear 286 3 also the declaration made under clause 1 which is said nipano bekano shall on demand be produced in evidence A before a court of competent jurisdiction, B, before a commission of inquiry appointed under 278 of the Constitution. So there is nothing like say bia asemwa there is nothing like that. Ni nyina be gina Attorney General ni so. Obe use on the discretion whether to publish or not to publish. You know certain information are vital. E bia me meti ha no. Me dan ba ko. Me dan ye si eyi. Baby ablekuma ho. Me dan ba ko. Me car baako me yi baako a me manage no na obi e ba betu nani esi me ho nti normally no oath of secrecy bi wo ho almost a ns wo one something later maybe na my refer nti dia me di manusi no me catch the Ghana for say enye MPP for na ema NDC for pressure omo anu asem omo di ye for campaign Enra ono all pass. Enra. Me share NSS for bi. And omsi o, we dey buy omu be wi school, omu be nya adwuma e. Na omsi o, bibisa say omu to omu aba ne coin. Omu say ye the 3 shift system eba. And am bibisa say e wo Ghana ha na o say e wo Ghana ha. Enti emre ene be kire. Yes.
Me da sipi. Bisa zanita no.
Hey, opposition enyo. Etumi di umojam sana. Jesse, nkrofo a hye omo na nya nkrofo keto o nkrofo omo hu no kwan no na omo ka omo asem kire no ye pa ofri ha obedu fie na GR fo nyina hye ya no maame ye cheti fo na ahwefo nyina na mechia wa chia production team my colleagues Jesse Bwakone Emmanuel Adote maame fa nchia ma madam ba ko efre semenhia Michael Ofosu semenhia awo also central former secretary to the NDC constituency secretary for 8 years and now contested chairmanship Oluzuye, but the contribution to the party in India very, very strong. On first obo rush more din ema mete ya okana honsem pa and adoten so aka ashmo honsem pa cheme wasom party nti MC bi kropodi an kam fi say omfa man o ya also central nti rush more over to you semanshia mecha baby a obi a mame wo fanso yes wo da so te ho dampare and
bi omo fa na ho adwen
adwen ya fa wi dada because in some ameti no the complaint from the police personnel and na ba ko ka kire me say wo mo office o enye say house menhia o mo te say dey o say eda ye be ya announcement say ya sesa dampare no memra headquarters na mehu jubilation abekoso what house obeti enti yes normal course ye nyina ye ni tua wabonten ye hwede ye ko but mame ministerial appointment say no ye ka ho asem and asset declaration mame I would advise say in the context of Ghana no, the act of asset declaration and co-meaning is a better should be expunged from our status books. It is useless, baseless. It hasn't served any purpose. There's no evidential benefit to the nation. A Kobane say, will be a declaring asset. Now at the tenure of his or her office, no, so no. Whatever it is that she or he has amassed for himself, no. Yeah, meno yenteda. Asset declaration, mo declare as a mo de kwa. It is sealed to the general public Mame, it is one of the weakest political tool and propagandist political tool. If you say, yedi akoshe status books no more. Emfaso bia eni.
Emfanya adwuma.
Emfaso ba kunkura eni ho. In the sense say, me know to him mama yenim say MP ni ministers, politicians. And I yakra enam bonten me ka ho bi. Enye your salary and my yetumi sustaining you. Deals upon deals. Yenim so say about politics ministers and MPs. Contract to whom kwan almost sound kwan yan kwan ketwa. Into obeko parliament, oba be ye minister, and akropo ye be power fi public sector be ye ibi. Penny bi. Na ne asset were declare. That ben what is say. Omo eko monitor hu sa ampa de declare na no crack. Na ofi ho no so no. Ye sanso akobo akire hu say de onya ka ho ni, de wanya ni. And asset apepepe na teta dada na. What be that? One so na wa fall in the trap yet me prosecute na ka say. Wo be ka kire say wo ABCD. Na wanya we aka ho na we na wanya aka ho no ye hwe wakatua no a. Enya ade a esesanka wunya sa japade. Mami, as I sit here with you, your MPs and ministers, any government appointees be more. As you sit down a Google is logo be a cram pontim. Caretakers na team. And na ordinary citizen na or NDC and I say MPP no or brewonya baby croponda. This for me. Sa asset declaration friends act you said. Yenyim free books no. Mfaso bia ne ho. What the ma omo entrocho no. Yes, and it should be expunged. It should be expunged. Yeah, it is stated clearly. Has it been used effectively? We always say asset declaration. Afterward, what next? And this is abada. Asset declaration now. is it PNDC law 280 and at 550 something normal bebre ma me da ben pa no what say ye dia ye adwuma to the letter ama ye hu say hey adote wo kokko di MP wo so wo dam ye no pe wo di MP wie ne dan ekura no be say 14 nkai no onya wo he na katua ye hwe say wo betumi ade asia ye so to say de meka ye nim say contractor eko ye kwan kura ehu twobo a wo minister of roads abeka say Owura Akwata, former minister of roads. I say, Akronfo pa e won ministry no, odwen ho na wonte ase. Na wo fire no. Na wo dey for buy and the other dey buy na chance on you could trade it from skies and then buy. Onu akasa na no mo. And it is like that in every sector. Into some of the asset declaration aba be bring me so. As if to say the person will sit down as a saint. Say you will buy no. Contract be a wonya ho deal. Ya akwan enye papa as because of politicians. Because contract na ye dey ma obi in that ministry no. Waji hu chobo more than 20%. Inti nipa no so wo pay the profit inti ekwan no be ne biara. Say koba ne say contract ye dey ma na ye finchim pa. And most projects in this country will find the best of quality at ye hiano. But it is never the case. Until Ukas will be made declared an asset. As we sit here, Abaya or Chamuko, Yenim, Ukrofwa, almost sit down a tree, high rise buildings are who cost one crabbe. Many of them belong to these politicians. They claim they have formed a consortium, they've done this. Monkwana Modiamunya consortium. Monkwana Mutu, we can ba konso a mechipe in omoba power so an omunya kwan form organizations exactly. Companies. NPP are buying on office okwe. Ye wo appointees bebra omo wo dan e Europe and Americas. Same applies to NDC. Oh masa mamenka side. Same applies to NDC. Almost omo ba bem no. There are those who bought houses outside. And so see our mabana. There are those who buy some outside, there are those who build new ones. It will not come from their salaries. You understand? If we are witnessing this rot, now we continue to propagate asset declaration. Maybe if President Mahama had the change now, Mame Enkusiaga. Because men say you form an asset declaration committee who does follow up on as a monitoring and evaluation after the tenure of office of a particular person. Menti bida. That is why I feel said they should expunge the asset declaration from our constitution. In fact, so be a mass the citizenry. Menu can say MPP for Ankasa Mofia Bama and Rechi Yano. Or Munkrofoni be anyone Munko point here, dying or Monkasa Crofoni BSia. They will be able to point a lot of a fear. Microphones are dying or want to talk. Even old houses, no more talk, Buno, Moses in the You understand? Inti, I don't know. If we have asset declaration as you fine, anka ya chinkrofo bebre gum. Bebre. Shekasa amanfo wia almost easy changing the names. Maybe how can I say as far back as October 2024. And I mean Intel say people had started changing documents of vehicles. Oh, and so what's the asset declaration? Na me ameti he baby am fear. Na menti say your prosecutor will be regards that particular friend saying way constitution more. Expunge it. It doesn't make sense to me anymore. It does not make sense. There's nothing in my opinion now that His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can do afterwards. They can say, okay, one can say we will be 4 years. Of course, one can say we can subject you to a scrutiny. Say we'll buy and also assets that will declare. Now President Bank ran yet me scrutinizing. This is it. Yeah. Untouchable people when we get positions in governance. You understand? Yeah. Intermediate, I'm not enthused about so-called asset declaration and its communities. Okay. Now, Oba ministers now are appointing. I think His Excellency knows what he wants, and he has done well in that direction. One person I'll book appointment to go and see, the agric minister. In the sense, one particular time I preach you almost any UTF kakra no. Na ko twa bro no bebre nti nipa be se bia 50 nti ye ko twa ni se ni ba ye ba beton na ye ba so ye no bro no bi wo school park ne so akola bi anya biwe
So banch exactly banchia whatever it is. Body should do it to me the same thing. In fact, on first
even a mango.
Yes, on first pan near the your bar forever sorry. Now I forget the body money banch hen you are in it. Sadi into what that's so yeah. Hey, and you are saying. Yes, hey, this mammy, yeah, but yeah, that's just yeah, mammy, mo call a phone, a
Ojina board,
exactly.
The body of them, the cover for
yes, yes. Say,
Roman for you.
I mean, who won't have me? Me time no nani ya basisi ade. Oh, fine, oh, mammy. Omu ko trap, omu board dear papa. Ben kanipa, I say, yeah, farm exhibition, no. Enti ye course have a for a bona ye treasure obi bre no na obia eyes or body bia enwa bia chichire enwa bia to so na emre bi so epem ho na o twa ma ya di ye no asa no abon prize nti ma be na it was competition na fekeke edu sa yesu ye school no ye tumi ko twa body ni bi any other things yesu ye de be si wo say e ba be baford ye de benya no ye nya ye percentage ma so na ye nkai no so akọ school akoye de ese de Inti my advocate say we should bring back those things. And I'm saying also can say schools to say akraka. Any dog no more say other schools now will really more money assassin. No. They can have aquaculture within their compound. These days no, pond. Inti they can also have it. Fortunately for us, no, vetting minister or can say in his tenure of office, no, making sure say every secondary school and I say SHS BR Ebenya Fu. And I am highly, happy about what he said. In the sense, MAAME BIAMAH promote because me who TikTok and anything social, I me born the wu. I daboasi SHS. What they do is that MAAME to me more dear body banchi mankeni beans and kuma and kubene into every student one plantain, every student one coconut, every student one orange. And no more dear for school no nyina no more for different nti me dey me promote me nim ma be no ma promote no saa wo UTV ana enra me nya call no see o Mr. Sani ma hwehwe o number na ma ba Accra meeting wo education office the person me share I'm so really ana aja me ko share no o ba brother efi o school wa so na say chapo
ni abuso
ana fugu ne che taso enya agro na fugu no be ka se o meja me
na nga ba we se fugu no ajo space
you see o
ajo che no
ana mama di ba no se wa boa ye school no wa ma na nya din na ye so ye be koso so adua no bae no tomatoes no nya ado o moti ase bebre enti o se father mo kropo di oba be obechro letter bro mo se omo ambo o school no kakra in terms of no ma kakra mo hia be dua ne sa no ma Nti if the minister designate no say see property say ya personal say o may a great mission or be say I can assure you say mama the school feeding will be augmented in a manner say aban ne komu ebe hen ha no nti one team up with the Ministry of Education now can make sure say we go back to that system of school farms practical ones e bia nipa ko ba wie school no he or she wants to go into farming ebe boa ye nyina and these people, and I care who frame it, the simple thing is that we must help the government to help Ghanaians. Now, Kobane say, you're dear body, and I'm happy to say, almost in machines, you're the processing a full they will bring them, and then they will distribute them to the farm gate. Into who chow bro, and I say, who two bunch, now we process it now what the aba market. You understand?
No, but I mean, I got some guys who are Baba Chow gate and I know. No, bet you the body.
I'm rather didn't grab you over coffee. Enti a babua. Enti say almost the farm machines in a bad year. I can't just say Obia and tomatoes for a big more associations. Or more to more machines nibi. Machines near the bebano or more to be. Omote ya no mo kane because se see abokina omo ye ku 2021 se see almost two big tomato processing factories nti ye ntumi nkoto omo raw tomatoes no biom almost omo central bank almost asa nationalize omo gold no omo nya omo first product nti enche bia abokina they can decide say
they will opt out from the franc currency. Into omo bet to omo kasa omo currency dia because it is being backed by gold. Omo currency ne ba be probably stronger than Ghana. Meanwhile, Ghana, we have upper hand over Burkina. Your mineral resources be branca, yanka by now. You see tomato processing factories are Hurokranka and Chenya. Sanka, you see a gold refinery completed, state owned. Anka yenya gold gumua, anka and Chenya. And so you gold minerals in Yediache. And many women are going go bit. Asia, one of your sister stations, Anopa. And I make a say, they have been advocating good name one. Adia bakwa menti se omo promote and say aban ento cargo ship emra. Mama cargo ship ye nyi sika mfi abotom nkoto. Aban to say Ghana aban with all these mineral resources. You bet me aka say lithium ne ye de sia wowa. Ne yakogi 10 cargo ships aba. Enti Ghana for the omo no ma egu so de kwama no ne na omo sande ban ye tria sika na ma Ghana. Ebema sa CDS to $1 exchange ebe from because the monies will stay in this country. Until see a better airline no man. You in terms of the exchange rate. Until we should indigenize our system. Said the bear do no foreign exchange rate triakwa bonteno a better omemuha. In my opinion, the Nkofo power of Modiano very competent in Nkofo. The only snag, and I said the only thing I touch him cry a man for Eddie Wabubu, any NCA of the power na kohono, and GRA. NCA Diano. Nkofo because he led the closure of most of the radio stations, especially Radio Gold. He walked into Radio Gold with armed people and Omuko closed down Radio Gold. So where lies in this appointment? That is the question people are asking. Inti Omampayini, dig deep, find out, tell the public reasons why you appointed that gentleman to NCA. Now, so the one at GRA is a lesser or your MPP. Inclusive governance MPP omun Enti so ba fa wankasa nkrofo mo abrɛ no for mo hyɛ nkrofo baby a umbetumi aye adwuma. I'm not saying say
no appoint obi a onye party.
This is what the anger only these two appointment and the NCA and your friend is GRA.
Oh okay. Almost so ye inclusive government.
Inclusive government mama daddy.
Nyam na me ka sha na no one na kan.
Inclusive government wa fa na ya janto aye. And no yeah. But to go and pick somebody, he was armed. People came with arms with him to close down Radio Gold. Now, your friend is saying, so if it is true, allegedly, say GRA or your MPP, I mean, if you do that, you are spiting your people in the face. Apart from that, no, appointment you can see, say, the youth, and especially those he has recognized, say, omu yejuma at the grassroots, omu constituencies, and I will appoint omu. Enya mo amotete bench so mpanfo ebi mo amintumi modin wo ha aka be se bosom yenu mensama ade omo hu class power ba wi afa na omo nanam na omo mpanyin ho omo no there. That is why omo mpanyin can say a lot of people will be disappointed, and I'm happy about the youthful inclusion in this particular administration. Medas
Mr. Yawasanita no and Oten Nkana high neat 100.9 and our son Egua Otiene ye memanti eso enie o my Gananti ena ewie yesi enkonwa na yembra ye next way eso concerning power outages sene nasefo President Mahama akase nanka there was going to be some power outages near there, but omotimi akeka omho de niema tutu akwemu ama sade no ma avert entimi ama so sa alote. What is the secret? I say omo ba ye nche some of the sectors no ye ka ho asema ye so omo ba ye nche ye mo time kakra, but looking at how President Mahama is also talking about this, I say I don't know munya ma office so kwama she adwuma na say dada
mami medasi na mami me feel say say na election no call ye no enwa no mo MPP no omo ba at least and now this one was a failure and a way failure no me feel say election results no a serious animal yen kan assemble but when you just start here na mama 2016 was a failure and all those things no I don't understand obi oye failure and a Ghana for 2 million wo mu nsem say is that same person we want, and they humiliated you. West Gaba ebin sidao 1.7 million vote gap. Oh, I don't know, and 1 million. Tell me, I do 1 million. No, do 1 million. 900 and something. But with your 1.7 million, So maybe feel some say Nancy me I don't want us to go to those old things that we are saying no who here be because Ghana for has given us a very say that the men can be because Nepal now we see your west no Ghana for will say no year no want to make a quarter and that is come they sack you ya say pakono no coffee so let's not be going to those time no because when you compare Ghana for will say you are the worst in the Fourth Republic ABC that and sector by sector move here a statistics say list here every sector be move here and now only nam dollar and then who can dollar same say momo connect 14.7 and I'm 15 if I were you I will not even go there because the amount 4.2 all the coins are 19 cities oh and I'm Ghana for Susan about 17 cities and I'm 15 16 so let's not waste our time on some of these things na yenko enim na omo committee almost form here they want to gather information as to why they lost Abisman. I don't think the committee they should waste their time and waste money.
Na momolu su ye man form committee.
Omo there no the reason I'm failing on is obvious. Obi enim arrogance.
Omo there na munim.
Na enim enter for me committee no. And one thing that professor Kwesibotwe let me find the currency. E call round etie nyina ye man information no and na bua yes na me yie. Omo there is an open book o. Mami reason why before Ghana for people no mami anya bia wonim. Need to have a report about before Subaya and not yet it's like you know. Everybody knows. Open book.
Friends politicians Subaya.
It's open book say more a president can tell a chief say sorry nechiami. Wa buy your anthem no ono no the phone so. Can you imagine? We are president that means you are above everybody. Yet to me the president is in the seat SC calm for 8 years. They be na so AC I go can Land Cruiser and let's alunka. All these things you know they make coffee. So let's Mami back to a energy sector no. Uhwe mu yi pa mami NDC record in the energy sector is so much from the time of Rawlings Aurora Tamils any Mahama up to this point. And one thing na ye buy and say a hono bibia say the debt at the energy sector no is over $3 billion. Me bwana. Transitional report HS said this is what has happened so far. And I feel so our people from the other side the energy mix in terms of hydro and thermal production omo amfa 1 megawatt grand count records are there. No, you didn't add anything. No, what did you add? No, show me. On say American, let me see the mix hydro and thermal. Mo amfa 1 megawatt and count which power plant? You didn't add anything. Near Ora Mahama, on say Ora Mahama a planning here any sector no for the next 7 years. 2015 no planning for the next 7 years because open power plant say YNCC and I say YNC Mawa mami e be take you 3.5 to 5 years and so time yenya issues na yes solving no yes so you said that for the next 7 years no we will not have problems after 4 years no if you think we need additional plants no they will make the order ahead of time because it will take them 3.5 years to build the plant. Records are there. You can go and check the energy sector, and all these things are there with the Energy Commission policies. Ego. Wow. Enti near Ora Mama a peja there from 2,800 megawatt. Ediko over 5,000. Increasing the productions from the thermal aspect. And I say I using it. Yebaya. Omo antofango no biangu ono. The LNG gas in Neo, crude in Neo no. Essentially we know that sector no. Also, mami, you are even surprised. Say after the S30, but we have been able to what? Talk to our partners and all. West African Gas Pipeline say they have shifted their maintenance program no and they are going. I mean they told you say and can start it and but we've spoken to them how to get the LNG gas and the crude and everything you can't want them now air and nothing that Ora Mama can say we know how to work into Yasuano and Ghana for life so now our minister also want full powers under our constitution you're swearing in no meaning says now come taking major decisions with the support of the president and the economic management team yes you know so Orajinapo Ebano meaning say you will be dealing with the sector I mean the stakeholders in the sector no now you are doing what we can do to ramp up the production to higher if anything what because they say the demand for electricity mami kwa na anymore because more of the factories are coming. Mama buy every 24-hour economy more production will go on. So we need to start now. If we think say the hydro is an area where we will have tough time in setting up more hydro, no, and a term in terms of the energy mix, no, Oraj in Apaba, he will sit down, a policy will be drafted. We know Energy Commission, you have all the data in the figures. They will say, okay, we need to move it from the 5,000 megawatts to maybe 7,000, 8,000. They will start all those things. But in the immediate solution is whatever we need to keep the light on. And it's surprising to most people. And we shouldn't be surprised. And this year, when it comes to any sector, we have a lot of ideas, a lot of experience, knowledge, and we know how to do it and do it very well. We have shown it. And yet, Kasa. And you say the energy sector debt, year, and no tina Ora Mama through Ora Setepe Eddie when you buy Esla, work at 2015, and Kaya the Esla tax in buy say within 5 years, we'll collect enough to retire the debt in the sector. And you buy 5 years in your pound, and this year is 10 years. Second of Muji, the funds were misappropriated. Yan funds Yakano. Kana Mumba 2 years, and $3 billion. ECG. No, I don't definitely. No, mommy. Say a cano bequenim. That is the reason why we put in the buffer. That's the ESLA fund nearby and ESLA tax nearby. You use the proceeds to retire the debt. Record search the ESLA was rather used as a collateral. ECG loan. For me, ESLA PLC. Wow, you see, ESLA process no, and more coin, floaty bonds took money from the people. ESLA bonds in the investors, they give the haircut. And scanning airbar from the tax not Ghana for a on the fuel na year tono and the ECG credit night on it goes to retire the debt on fire. No, debt no muji no. Now I feel say they are coming to revamp that sector. Maybe you are adding additional production unit. And as I said, debt na loan na muji no mudi tia e kind down on 1 year, and that's the reason why debt no utu debt no $2.5 billion. Mami omo still $2.5 billion plus another $500,000, making $3 billion. Meaning say they paid nothing. Per the report amudu tu ono enye mi na make o transitional team report no e say Ora Mahama enim say the any sector debt na ekọ enim enti osi announce he establish ESLA. So there be a process no be used to retire the debt. That time debt in $2.5 billion. Me bona more coin debt no $3 billion. And now proceeds from the ESLA also is over 20 billion. The records are there. Finance Ministry records in United. So all this kind of yanga, mommy, do you think the debt will be there? Ora about the bar parliament in last sooner. So now they buy misrepresentation, inaccuracies in Tronco. That's the truth. I'll be trying. Or see, Obichian say the debt will rise to from 2.5 to 12 billion until they put in policy quickly to make containing and maintaining at 2.5 billion. How can you tell me this, a finance person? Yama buffer, ESLA, which is bringing so much billions of Ghana cedis every year. Also, Obi say 1 year, ebe coin into 12 billion until you did your best. Or best, and they say you let the debt at 2.5 additional. Yes. So how can you tell me this as a finance person? Say so what you did your best per the projections you maintain at $3 billion. Whilst if you apply the ESLA, you could have wiped off the 2.5 billion. And that is
make profit.
Make profit. And that is what Ora Mahama is, because you see, Mahama thinks into the future. And that's the reason why I'm so happy. Say Ghana for everyone say this is somebody who thinks about the future of Ghana for. Mahama plans for them. And that's the reason why God was so merciful. Say, or then say, this is the person to lead you. And yes, Anglophone. It's clear. You can see it. It's clear. Wow. Because if you had 2016 vote, we're under 5 million votes. 2020, about 6.2. And as I say, we move above 6.5 million. And don't think, say, it's the same people who have been voting for amount. People from the other side. And you know, can say, it's as if somebody called the MPP guys not to go and vote. Then you know, Compare the total votes this election to 2020. You can see it's not much difference. You can check the figures and compare. Not much difference in the total vote and compare 2016. So, and you cannot know the color of the people who voted the over 6.5 million for Mahama. Majority are NDC, majority are Ghanaians, majority are even MPP people who saw that no, Papa way or dream or man and that is the reason why he set up all these things. We know how to do it and we'll do it well. And America says, full powers to work as far as the constitution is concerned. No, you will see Niyama policy he will bring out. We know the energy consumption as a demand when we start the 24-hour economy, when factories are now producing at full speed and as a full capacity, production is going on. We know all those things. We need to move to about 8,000 megawatts. Obi Amami, ultimately, a PJM from 2,800 to 5,000. If you have to go to 8,000, he doesn't know how to do it. And that is Orira Mahama and the team. And we'll be doing more and we'll be putting more policies. Ghanaians will have quality power, reliable one, and a cheaper one. And then near, can say, yati, domestic use of electricity. Say, can say, 70% Orira Akufo-Addo. But look at the bills are minimum year because under Orira Mahama, 2 bedrooms, 50 Ghana cedis a whole month. Oh, I'm telling you, me, I've lived in 2 bedrooms, maybe from since Mahama, 50 Ghana cedis. No legal. Take your time. 50 Ghana, 2014, 2015, 2016. I checked my prepaid going in. That's what I was paying. I'm telling you. Do you know why? Because Obi and
they say how much you pay?
Do you know why? Now say no, even before if anything, I went to meet last year. Before I didn't meet a buy, now meet almost 450 a month. I didn't meet a buy over 800 for the same 2 bedrooms. Me feel no. Wow, look, what me fear? You can check the cables. Me, I don't have time for those illegal things. Me, what I believe in this life, integrity is key. That's the training I had. MAAME BIAMAH bank one. Your policy, and I say the bank's value, the first value, integrity. And I did a mission for 14 years over there. In Tukoha, there's no bad record about me. Say I rose from officer to general manager. MAAME, there's no bad record. Maybe if any say appraiser, man yakra 4/5, consistent for 10 years. Wow, so I don't do those things. Say illegal connection. I don't have time for it. Say when you say Miniska, I'll put on some of my things. Maybe if you're in Bob's in year 11, me say Miniska, I don't put on some of the light in the rooms or outside. It's very simple. One, so in America say, be rest assured, Orira Mahama and the team, we are bringing you reliable power, a cheap one and a quality one because we know the agenda we have set. And I say the minister for training industry.
Before you continue, where BIAMAH has said at least Akufo-Addo government was able to add 70 megawatts of solar power to Ghana's energy capacity.
No, see the energy mix. Hydro and thermal. They never added. I said it. No. Tell me. You see, I am very careful in my choice of word. No. I'm on the floor. You see, I'm on the floor. Okay. You can play back my voice. Go back and play. But say in the energy mix, I understand energy very well. Maybe a science science a finance person. Yeah, hydro, thermal. They have added. They have not added even 1 megawatt. That's the point I made. I never mentioned solar.
Okay.
What I say, and solar, I don't even know say Niamo Kanu. It has been connected to the national grid. I only focus on hydro.
Checking a year before NGC left power. There was this institution. Is it France or something? No, one of these institutions, a financial institution, a grant. There was a grant, but I have to check which was already there with regards to solar. Now Omobua Ghana Amana World Bank. World Bank grant. Minim say no dia. It was a World Bank grant from 2015.
They did not mention World Bank.
Fine.
I know say there are a lot of issues.
Okay.
And as it stands now, say they have connected to the national grid because because every report BIAPM from the old government, about the sector, is always focused on looking at the hydro and the thermal mix. Also, Nansaya IPP4, see they are going to withdraw their services because of some debt be down IPP on the independent power and the focus has been on hydro bui and then Akosombo and the thermal plants Orira Mahama fixing no car power and American and then American supplying power at the middle belt from Kumasi to the top mo kan won say mu yan poto e country no e form committee American mass committee no sika say munji mu plain fair mu Venetian sika me didi e wo lunch nyina go and do investigation and then no Ora Philip Addison obianti no kan 8 years and say Ghana or Somalia nobody knows where he is as of now enti on say I mentioned about hydro and thermal and America say you have not added a single megawatt. I mean the records are there, nothing. But we know how to do it. And Ontina Ora Mama Air can say we will ensure the light will be on. We will ensure Ghanaians will have reliable power supply. We will ensure they will have the cheapest one they can afford, they can pay. Because we policies are we are going to set in place. Mama say this first 3 months, budget now you're operating, a budget Dr. Amin Adams, MPP for setting in place, which is of course is mandated by law. Say the first 3 months budget, it has to come from them. That is the budget we are operating now. And say who come about exchange rate issues now. How this is one able NDC that is only 14 days in power now. Then you should be serious because exchange rate fluctuating issues now it comes from the policies in the budget. We have not started operating our budget too. Nyamiya Adom Ora to forcing. Any Ora Setepe, the presidential advisor on economy, with the other team here forming and we'll come together and start writing our budget with our economic policies in March or now 1st April I started, and that is where you will see say legacy Ora Mama Babejano. I doubt if there will be a leader to surmount that legacy.
That's it. Hey. Jesse.
Mame, me da se pa, mame starting fi baby a odi wie no. Time wa MPP ba mu 2017. Going by the same yardstick no kan ye no. Ye first 3 months, sika ye di adwuma, di omo finance minister, then finance minister, e be ready wo parliament, na ye gina so di adwuma. Ye wie first quarter, our GDP near measure from 3.8% no. Etumi peja ekodu 6.5%. Enti se ukase di ayeyeja enti na ama eniama ekose dia eni asemo aka no honorable say onti ase de etosumienu osan kasa no back to energy uhemu a upe data on energy sector ni nyina ubenya wo Ghana Energy Commission omo site ni nyina bibia wo. And they will even give you breakdown of everything energy, both MPP, even from Dr. Kwame Nkrumah time to date. We say honorable aka sembi oha na nkebe ya so pa Ghana fortune, so pa NDC fortune because current minister Ayafano for Minister of Employment, Jobs and Labor Relations, Honorable Rashid Pepo, MP for Wa Central. Sasem na honorable eka ewiai ewo studio hano. Honorable Rashid Pepo ko can be some time ago. Ye free bibi fat check Ghana. Omo no asem ye obeke bia omo betena se aye nhwehwemu se ebedi na wotwe ebedi 1 year kra omo benya abotre aye mpense mu ye de anu yidie aba. Na Honorable Rashid Pepo ko can say me also claim Akufo-Addo has not added a single megawatt to energy capacity. And a fact check, Eddie data ning na buy, and on the verdict buy, and on much of force. Honorable I the same thing. Ewa. Into your best say platform way there, a platform kesiye. Honorable Benya, me to me amano 5 seconds. Asemo kind or between sign. So one tree and sign the afe, na me ngina ho na me fanya me analysis.
Also no or say the energy mix no.
Ena unim the entire. No, I understand. I'll give you the breakdown. I'll give you breakdown. Yeah, the beer can I'll give you breakdown. I'll come there. Oh, don't worry, my badin.
But in terms of
my badin. Enti the etiane say uyi energy sector and create ye wo hydro and ye wo thermal. Na uyi sa tema na uye Ghana here it contributes about 66% of our energy generation capacity. Na no omu yusu one the edikan omu yusu natural gas omu yusu diesel and omu yusu light crude and no and omu de ye sa thermal energy and aba no hydro na hydro no ye VRA any bui power authority and omo eye obi omo leadi e wo saa ne ma nyina we enti the tiani say the tiani say eba no saa eniamaniama enkane ho nsem a just MPP we've demonstrated clearly and I'll give you the data. I'll give you data. I'll give you data. I'll give you clear data. Say asemwa adote kan no. Asemwa adote kan no kra onti ase. The President Mahama say oba here o say energy sector. Ye ba here dey akọ 3 billion. Oh nyabotre oh mi ba na twi oh na twi. I mean we na twi. Enti the tiani say dia me maame a owo coastal o ti baabi ana me nuani mu a omo ye barbers omo ye krom omo ye barbers omo use electricity e de ye adwuma no obi abedi ho adanse say under President Akufo-Addo no ye kanea no ejina so kanea ne jina so a obi a nya kanea e de ye adwuma whether for nya kanea de ye adwuma hairdresser for omo pamade obi a nya kanea under President Akufo-Addo wo bo ho safo hene say wo time udi we ye say no mo time no ene ye da asumu for 3.5 years ye da asumu enkola no mu yusu bobo ene di suade ye enti say ye ba no management of the sector esro management o ene esro ade a leader ye de wada no say wo na ada no say wo hwade no e ba no management no it involves a lot na de tie ne say mami ma o mfa nkwa chire kakra na osan kasi zo say even with the solar no onim say ya connected ama to the national grid we are connected dada enti na ye kania no still ejina so no and NDC no omu nim say ni ana MPP ye manage o mine no enti omu de na ato omu ayampia kasa tenten den de tie ne say mami ma data no okay, still on Fact Check Ghana. Their President Akufo-Addo, where August 2022, they commissioned 13 megawatt solar project in Nadale Kalio district and upper west region. It's not World Bank, and this is funded by German Development Bank. But don't say it is not World Bank. They have project which is funded by World Bank. And our project be one. Oh, not tree. And at the TN say, yes, answer the 15 kilowatt of Ghana's energy capacity. Ne, just say any man does. Men person may waste time, baby. Pacho meba. Yes, answer 50 megawatt in April 20. No, these are data. Oh no, these are data.
Continue, please.
And people must know. These are data from Power Africa, assisted by Bui Power Authority. Operationalize 50 megawatt. Na the TN say uko kaswa bulk distribution kaswa last stop ubekwa yesi ade a etumi sending na aka hu bi adding na for the maintenance no for the no I'm coming wait no I'm coming so what, no nyabotre honorable nyabotre so put be wrong enti the aye can say Ebano management of the electricity MPP is the best because wow kasa bebre no time ye Ghana for dasumu even and say out here semwa John Jina Poko kan ya omukukuru energy ministry ni ma no o call omo ye inauguration we independent o say o aka 5 hours pe the whole ye benya blackout enya more than 2 days na still enkane ani jina so ena then energy minister Ebert Krampa Eddie release eba abonten ebe chire nsem nu se nsem ba munya abotre se gas ne sa niama na oka se asan ebi wo ho and still we are relying on all this thing. So when it comes to the me pese me establishing is leading something is different from managing the thing. You must be a good manager to be able to become a good leader, and MPP has demonstrated clearly. The Ghana for air catcher and this is here and say Kania ne ejina so no munim na kania ni dumu a omo ne wo asem because engrofo eton pure water ɛwɔ Accra Central nkurɔfoɔ ɛtɔn pure water ɛwɔ circle ha ya ɔmo tɔn nsuo enye bi didi no mo dum kanea mo hasa nkurɔfoɔ no and NDC are capable I can see say they would do something like that. International organization like Coca-Cola in 2015 Coca-Cola, do you know they relocated to Ivory Coast? They relocated. Coca-Cola and anybody can check me. Assembly make a be able to verify. Almost relocate here. And I make say even it's investor confidence. Say be obiti amanano ebi awo fake nya ne kakre obeso odi beba be shemu a oma because ohwemu odi be shemu a ebe she enti the aye can say NDC with energy we don't trust them but ye more caution say senior President Akufo-Addo a omo didi na tem omo di na tem saa no e kwan of fa so e ma kane agina so a for solid 8 years need pacho for solid 8 years ni yeba need FM a ye nti se ya so generator ye dede ye ko UTV ye ko Peace FM ye ka ye nsem a ye nti se generator bi ye dede no omo momoden no omo maintain sa sanity no e wo system ni mo
that's is that no
mami amenchia of a case circle na on the travel but of a case na mamenchia also all the regular callers and testers omunya both NDC and MPP na case wa kwaba na me busu ofo ba ko pe
and then buy on say 2025 masisa they buy my comfortable just city ha ya say just in juma okay say no do nko mo ka just me studio na obetina ha na o charge agura space na be ka say emi you busi fo a na is open be come say be wodania ne damatikon nye do di hunu nkwala o omi onu nyino munim de betimi aye but they me was alote wanti na me baaye me ba be ka kire ne se me hye ne boso obe lusu ampa wa lusu eno wanti na mbaaye se mba be ka kire no se me nua no wi ni anka mepe na emo me ka kire se seat ni die obe lusu na emo eni da so nyansan se kwasi basahye ade abedi akonwa no ye de akonwa na makwasi basahye ade ne die bra wo wa bre e ka wa bon NDC ho wa bo ka kire same jamfi sika wa spending same jamfi spending penny this your man is CEO dia who deserve more than CEO and no matter you know tell them to take it by you within the next 2 months no maybe ya dwuma ma jo mama lo ta appointment answer asana makọ and one thing am buy
because me busu fo I'm happy say you will be your civil. One member program na chaos. Nti Jesse, Debbie Abra, ni sa. Na mami. Yeah, na ke. Tobo. Oh.
Osi wa nyobi e dey civil.
Oh, na ke.
Me military.
Enye bi na oye wo he.
Ya bi na ka se mi na timi didi pani atam dia so ya no.
Wo fa ne me. Na wo kan je se me didi pani atam.
Offer. Me come what ya say.
Where the o kan wa.
There be na so your offer when the agent just when you pocket.
Hey.
If you allow your offer ba na wo pocket is.
Sawa.
You man. Pocket is dia offer ya dey ya.
Mati.
Wo be bu dia offer se.
Mati.
Na we be ka je me nyesem.
Yo, ma kese.
Na how to say the what you think to be ka dey.
Mentro.
What we need lessons so that so true.
O de ma me.
O de ma nkasa.
Ma
answer no be kasa no. Ene makoso manimu na ebi e free next week iko no e betra se me ba me pam mu nyina meto airtime no
okay
na me no dia 1-on-1 na ma kire onema bi asisi kure mu both MPP and DC idea ba beduru be bia beduru no tie dwa nanum se o matimi win over 1.6 million votes me ba be kire shim ni nyina mu a kire wo ene makoso ya sanita no te ye wonim bi obetra won ka no kure no niema wonim na obetra won kana ayampia no betra ha woto no onimbi abetra no na ayakofa MPP ni na kwotena gia dina kwotena mosizongo Young people need better than what Nigeria. You know the history of that man. Why young people knew him? Who dear just say, why is a papa be a minimum? Young come and if you inquire, there will be a quay be any. Me catch you as a corner coffre, ya lote fan come out your mama, no for Jerry man, one for uncle. I've any idea for a was don't go back to Hanumus, who know who.
Then I came and I said, is that no?
So about the energy sector, NDC led by John Mahama is a champion. John Mahama and the NDC are energy builders. Anya hwekra ye ko dum so no ye nyina ye hu chaos about memu. Dum so ye nya sebe ye frɛ wofa mo no. Ye nim se 1990 nyina sana roll staff kana dum so wo. Nti de bia me de ye reference. So one of the soap operas ana yeji Acapulco Bay. I remember it very well. Now you don't like no na me ti Joru at the time.
Hey, just no problem one. Well, only make room there, sir.
Yeah, I'm sure. What or no can say Bema or Acapulco Bay. What was the content? I didn't know whom. Nti wan hwa nka obehu se be mo hwa ka what was the content?
Me maame mo hwe. Na me nua no mo hwe. Nti me de. Because that time na me was JHS 3.
Okay.
No mo hwe.
There was a
JHS. Say 98.
No baby.
98 na me was JHS.
There was a character Ben
when you
98-99.
Yes. Into all those times, not doom so. Into I remember very well, so you don't like no Jolua. Now, yeah, what TV no. They are swadi about a pig farm. Pig farm. You don't like no Jolua. They are swat TV no. They are the about a friend saying a pig farm filling station. I will pay it down home. Any about area, honey, I bet plug near. Inti everywhere. You do more like pass. I know more so motive no more than enough. Inti doom so is not something that was made or brought about by the NDC.
But some is that I know when me say Kania de why it me doom or why it me doom why. But at the time my NDC no more power no. Looking at the intensity of the power outage, now it was so much.
You see,
anything I might say doom so.
Yes, but I say. Mahama, how many years no dear? We be this so one term. That's why when your opportunity could be more. So Bekaya, time or doom so start here or rolling subs. No far. Is it T1? I make up say Italian badge and or the buyer. In his bid to augment your friend say your friend Akosombo. And I say what's the name of it?
Damn.
Hydro.
Okay.
And or far. Italian badge in the buyer. You go for Italian badge in the buyer na. Anche bia na yetu ne fie kunya so. Nti omampanyin kufo e buyer no. Yes yetu no. We wie ne tenure of office. Omampanyin kufo buyer na dum so no still e wo ho. Nti e wo ho na wo hu say ade no ano ya dim because obeka those days na you publish front pages of Daily Graphic and other newspapers about the level of the dam no say insured area. We were in drought for a very long time in Kufuor's tenure of office. Into the buy and say, okay, young bomb pie and nto. Into Uncle Bomb Pie or dam no sa na a bar conform a jana ma. And no smart tas the videos are there. There be Oracle 4 times. Oracle 4 times. No, Oracle 4 times. Into Omoko ya bar conform a jana emano. And na omampanyin for taxi Tarzan rocking brobe. Or then they call VRA. And also ko pe akwan e be fa so de be so sa ayi ano. Into owura Tarzan machines are okofa buy. What do you say me? Okofa machines are owura oh maben kasa. Okay. Into machines are say no obstruct me. Machines are owura Tarzan rocking brobe. Of course, it's a buy no. Na a toy machines are end to me nyahwe. Egutema even as we I'm say by no more twa as scrap. Enti to me anyahwe. I remember say machines what they buy no. VRA also acquired Volvo cars. Our cars not by we all sat on radio and say those cars cannot go on monitoring. They were luxury cars and no buy. And your package a machine a goom baby. Into a time when Mills Mahama Amisata are buying a buy. Let's just say a doomsono a cosro. There was the need to immediately no say a besano. And na fofi antoata Mills Eddie Freemu. Into Ura Mahama be promises say I John Dramani Mahama I will fix this energy problem. And Pam Panso in that statement State of the Nation address what can I say by the time or best service are 4 years now you know now I'm making sure say all the 2,500 megawatt abeka the order than so and pa or do say yo and no the guso machines are who wire they buy a car power and marry no hun kro back into what they buy can you know afedie October to November ending of October November December 2016 na light no na say Dumso was a thing of the past wa mana so ho knowing very well say Esla no was set up under Mills administration. I stand to be corrected though. But I didn't say who say a car to energy sector no. My main country here for say you can say Esla and I say a be a Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund and I say be a legacy heritage fund. The year patch and say a bank account to be a year be at was year to for 12 to cater for this sector. Inti Esla no your account to be a BS energy sector recovery. Inti ya tete to na ye tuatua no. Omo tete kakra fi the various sectors no mo de akogum. Say the beya ye betume de atua e kai da ho no. Na e bi cancel at least ye de aboman ho bra. These are the economic buffer pillars. Inti Esla was supposed to ensure say kai da ho de betua. Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund e wo ho. Ghana Exim Bank e wo ho. Heritage Fund e wo ho. And there was another fund and so all these funds no nesika pudu akogum ache say na ke betumi amomano ya de ho enti NDC be free abeno everybody can attest to the fact that there was nothing like Dumso. That is how come Jesse Boakumo buy no be ka kire NDC say mo jai excess energy capacity enti must sign take or pay agreement enti ade ne yan yusukura si tua nti mo ba be hu excess energy capacity ma me dey na esa mo ye mo champion one district one factory nti anka one district one factory should have absorbed that energy na excess na ewo ho and so mo the blame game sa na say energy excess no say fa he ene ma me minute ye nim amere no amu bo hu dawdo say a bad deal na mo ba mo betwam ne no mano a whole investigation mo ye na mo ko so am ho ko Dubai mo buy ne sika no ye di mam no mo di ne yantam amma wa betu mu kurapo ade akọ 15 years ameri no ankosi ho a enrachi owura na ponko hye ho a wo say ye tutu ye di akokuma ase ampampa ye tutu part of it ade akokuma ase na mame aban ba so that is the NPP aban and ankomo so to just one power badge say ye di ko sikuma ase a nchesa anka wa solve greater part of the energy situation but they see what that and what be tutu and how they call na do amamo no koye te say opanini bi a wagege ne ba so saa o man bade car akọ crash akum maiwa mienu a innocent people sada na do na amamo no che obaji o man no o nitrima ne deso o president edi finin kola bremti ye to abama no and no so can overspeed. Are you sure? It's not unfair. Then I withdraw. But I don't see it as an unfair. Then I withdraw. But what I'm trying to say is Ghana's management is just like driving a car. And we're crashing into this situation we find ourselves in. You understand? I believe in the NDC say when it comes to building energy, they will deliver. And I want to pray and hope, say, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama should at least add in excess of about 1,500 megawatt to this energy makes both a solar thermal. One fan come and sign up with free office. In that state, it means that the industrialization of this country, a bit to me, because we need to ensure, because on also our promises say he would continue the one district one factory now. The authentic a mini world to the state, all these areas will absorb power. nti won fa bi mehye na ye make sure say energy mix no ye be hu say ye can ya no esi so but the reason why esi so sesi ya and say before say Tinubu beba no not the allegations or I mean the intel on the ground say His Excellency John Dramani Mahama can say oh my wa dan for no wa ha no wa bobra bia wa energy situation no ho na anhwe kura inauguration na ye ba ba no undru ha kura na kan na dum enti bua me enti o man ba ye na mpampa o kirekire mu kire na o se masa me the emergency ayiba eno na aboa ye besi sam pempensu na jesi wo ka say see ya within this 3 months whatever happens no NDC mismanagement with regards to exchange rate number I don't tell you are not nicely and in fact that is what I expected Adote to let him know because 2017 the budget NPPD year for the first 3 months came from the NDC and the economic indicators are not were as a result or were benched on the NDC's budget for the first 3 months. No, it is not. What did you add? What did you add? In fact, this yes. You see, budget on be ansa no be free office no. Eno na aban na wabaso no de be adwuma for the first 3 months. Enti ube who say
pick and choose and that's
it's not pick and choose. NDC
it's clear.
In 2017 the first 3 months
if you say the budget it contains a great deal.
Budget NDC for a year eto homa for the first 3 months. Into any other budget that followed no showed their own works and even that no projections of growth in 2019 no had been done by World Bank and then IMF. You understand? And the economic buffer fillers now maybe that is how come they were able to manage the economy very well. Not that they were able to manage, but that is why we saw the economic situation in Ghana stable 2017, 18, 19. 19 one now, sir. 3 years. I know. 3 months. 3 months in a year. Idea a constitutional. Obi abeye ato hama the next coming government. But I'm saying say the economic situation in regards to exchange rate. One say exchange rate yes on buy and they should cost 2017 you fine. 2018 krana na e cost kakra ba na e okay. 2019 e wie ye no and na problems ni na.
Say on na COVID nso yi ni ti.
Oh that be mame. COVID brought blessings to this country. Esika COVID etwemba o mamu no. Not just the contributions of Nkrofo companies in Obaramo, but the fear man on about Memohana. Sanke Yakoba Bosnia Cranka, just like a tria interest. But those money were free monies I buy. What did they do? They shared it among themselves. Into a big beer of Becca COVID and a Magana, Yahochrian or Bois. It is never true to the point that as we speak, there's COVID levy. Why should it be so? And come Mubaye, Sa economic buffer pillars are NDC created. Mokrapo the anka mon fa say COVID mon creating name bi na mon ka say we are creating this particular economic pillar nanka now the ka say COVID now we charge there's not no designated fund bia ekom anka mo buy mo say sustainability fund it say CIGG kura but the ones that were targeting say COVID no it's a nuisance to everyone you understand. Inti share pa NDC yegu ho from their tenure of office and NPP for leveraging on it from 2017, 18, 19. Na esikana mo betu mo de mo disi ya wa huro ni nyina no. Se se ya mo kwei mame the way mo sia say chire bank se na mo ko no. Enya agro haircut na kada ho. Square Bank, the Bank of Ghana new office no. E kada ho. E ka o mo twa yegu ho ansa na mo ko billions of dollars. And a car that was a CEO. A banway, a so better now to sack a canomutia. In the energy situation there, I want to believe say NDC will do better. But finally, the mommy, meters beer or more the bar system anymore. Yeah. Baby, I'm a big meter here come up, the box be na at all, so there you can. Me, I don't even know how to operate it. But my use of the best 6 to 7 months, me cocoa talk, me credit all right. I said, me cocoa talk, must say it has been removed from the system. Mentias
ECG for na can
yes, I must say they are no longer using that meter. Yes.
One minute best no.
Yes, say ebo ho. Right? But me kwa koto eyi.
But see best some meter bia ECG for na.
Yes, meter no ho me be 2 ya me use. Inti me credit sa me man nsan crop no makoto bi aguso. After the last 3 weeks. Baby bia me the box no be ko receipt no so me be ko say me kwa koto.
But it was
me de kwa almost
mo video you.
Dabi na so amodi nti na me so ma ansa no. Obodi anka me ansa no. Na nka me so me ansa o. Nti me koto ya say staff meter no is no longer operational. Nti me nti ase. Maybe I will have to go to the main office and find out what is happening.
I think so to sana mo na bebo pa. Meda Sipi, Mr. Sanita no. What for New Plan Stations, MAAME BIAMAH, please ask Mr. Sanita no what position did Jomama give him? Greetings to Hajia Safia Muhammadu and Honorable Moses Abo. Francis Osei Yao, soldiers involved in the Obuasi massacre must be charged for murder. They could have arrested them without a single bloodshed. Francis, as rioters in the UK sometimes burn police vehicles, but the police don't shoot them in self-defense. Gangnon Act, okay. James Mensan, MAAME, is the same merry-go-round game these politicians are playing with us. Asset declarations since 1992 have not yielded any positive result. It's a game of scratch my back, I scratch yours among these politicians. Oyibo Boateng Achima Nyebehi no say we need MMDCs who will bring development to our localities, but not MMDCs who will think about their pockets. Mensa Pilatu, in fact, Nana Baumia's government is the best ever in the history of Ghana. Ghana, Yaji and Niso. Special greetings to Hajia Safia Mohammed, incoming NPP National Women's Organizer, Hope for Maxwell Sam for NOC. Good afternoon, Biamah. I'm watching you live from Kasoa. Piaga no say good afternoon. Watching you live from Achim Asafo. Freedom Numa Wose. Lady, good afternoon. NPP supporters should stop crying. It is too early. We, the NDC party, is ruling for 12 years. They should not forget that we beat them almost 2 million votes difference. Brad Jagos, Edway Finso, I'm not Biamah. Ghanaians has now opened their eyes widely, including me, Jagos, looking at what is going on in Ghana currently and what will also go on. And we will talk or give our verdict at the right time. So we are indeed monitoring. Meshach Asante no MAAME BIAMAH, tell the NPP guy in the studio to accept their defeat and stop saying their people did not vote. Which people is he talking about? Their tactics of rigging in the Ashanti region did not work this time. That is why they were disgraced to that extent. And let me tell the NPP people that if they think they are coming back to power in the next 8 years, then they must be joking. Ghanaians have rejected and will never remember them any other day. Lord Noah and Opoku Hayford are also watching us live. I was at 100.9 and I was so egua utieno. Presidential jet won't answer some. And also a PMU. Yeah, former defense minister Dominic Nitu.
You know, because NDC youth are hijacking GRE. See, I know, because make videos I will be sending from one of the houses here.
Hijacking GRE.
Man, no, my office in that time. We need
leadership to be calling almost to order and answer thing.
What we need less and go vandalizing.
Are they vandalizing all the
you're here for no man vandalizing. No, give me one single place.
Don't conclude say they vandalize.
No, what I'm saying is any video
going there, but are they destroying it?
They are not.
You are not getting my point. I'm speaking from the previous things I'm saying. What we need lesson. Who say what manager party? What's the Omani Sika? As I can replace it. I mean, are you guys saying
invasion of your friend is saying government agencies and can't the leadership of the NDC call these people to order?
No. Manager party be NDC for say.
NDC party office.
NDC party office on manager party.
NDC party office.
NDC party office
de
NDC for there
mami
but any say
this Thomas ho
but you see NDC for say on my Japan they see Japan there ben
it's not true if they don't take these steps
no stop this no
mami if they don't take these steps
me say I go come be no mami Matthias say
Madam say whether say they have destroyed something or not no why must they invade there? Wow, Meba, I didn't know NDC leadership. They are refusing to call these people to order.
It's wrong to say because your party win here. Now say who feel say Abia, when I be GRA commissioner, you have to wait for the leadership and say, yeah, bold didn't say what idea share was it. So it's wrong. But yeah, cannot my trying to count say almost destroy or mind Japan. That's where I had the problem. But I mean, can't say I support them going there. Also, I call Vaco.
Yeah.
And quickly now, regional chairman, Echo say that it's wrong. Say you can't do that. Go there. So almost say be call wronger. Report to the police and now say report to the regional chairman. Okay, once him. So all those things, you know, Yamamu rules in but me, I don't support it. But my trying to say, they have destroyed things. And I feel so, mommy, I have not said, who can want say, I agree. And I can't need Jesse. They can say something because no woman here 2017 no na a judge was in the court no mama to from kra no listen to me I'm saying say mommy we are a journalist you can say it or something can say it then I can't need Jesse party for they can say those things.
I remember those people they were arrested and they were sentenced or something or they were fined.
Yeah, they were fined.
But be a fine no punishment and be na people were
sentenced. Mami, omo court no me ba o. Na you see ti o. Ora Kennedy kan say omo they say they will find them taking country. When they go there no omo find no otua. Everything was well arranged and we know what me can say NDC should repeat that too. No, it's wrong. It's wrong. But you can ye. Don't tell me say omo say o my Japan obian say obi so far. And I think so my point is say allow people like a political analyst President to say it. And
political and it's complicated.
And I think mommy and can one say Jesse
I think your mama dear be or papa. Asemo awie you see Mahama dear be or papa.
Jesse,
what are we saying?
Mommy. Looking at our political terrorists here.
So now you are speaking as a political
analyst. Some of these things, no, say some of these things, GRA boss will resign. You are appointing the powerful Frako.
Yeah.
Their motive of going there, no, I don't know.
Why must they?
Some of the actions that has been taken, about way back, say, you take this action, and can Ghana. No man for be real.
That is true. That is true.
I believe in traffic light.
That is true. Never will see $6 and go.
Jesse.
Yes. Oh, we are fertilizer. We are
say you are taking these measures and can
never take measures.
Road laws. They say money yen na won kanu. We
are discussions in maybe lines into Makakrabi and Fama na fe yen sorry Jumediano. So good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mami Biamah.
Me ba jodi ni baby afrefi.
We only have Francis Atam Kasesi Amasama.
Ba jo eti.
Chia said them afenyo na John Dramani Mahama. Na mpacho jesi bu akose de o say MPP fo ankoto aba. Mo na mo dodo ye say. Ya koto aba kura ga John ba mo ye benya 22%. Se na ni ebu afu ye di free mu kura. Mamu nka bida. We na marry. Mo ye fomo fo na mo antie. Omani state amawi omani sika bebre ko omani sa asmapo omani trade ade promote to atom MPP for ukofo we mu de sie nto omade so nkombe to omani
Meda CP good afternoon.
Biamah
Me ba chodi ni baby afrefi
Yes, me mean ABC
Yanko.
And I look in the channel. Yeah. We start is now we na case that no. I'm can sure. So we and come kwa NCC so. So we can we do go do. Sa akwa no di 3-4 call we do go to 2 no. Now you are born in some kwa NCA opinion. Na me be gade hu kwa NCC one. To be do e be hwe. Hwe bi ke ntimi yo. Mahama, yes, so we need your jurors. Yamuya, your pekra, your pesa de cra. Share what Obiani did the prefer could do Redugua. What on my appointment so Uncle
Medasipi. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, MAAME BIAMAH.
Meba Jordan baby Afrifi.
Your friend Bibu, Mikasa Sikema.
It's you.
Na overkill no Australian papa na obeta na do believe when sa ahoma so arrogance we and mom lose ye no look at 2008 before we need Shadi MPP 4 year NDC 4 Okuremu the time we Akufo do we in 2016 look at the major cost look at the situation all offices all pamukofo all just had no more year na NDC 4 almost all year but I don't blame them mama na me blame no me blame mama Adia Professor, I must,
Medasipi. Those young for the Jumadian Abesia, Sedaka Coma production crew, Jordan, Macjero, Sarge, my friend, Bankroft, and Anaya, South for Baby, I will be. I wish you speedy recovery. Today, the MAAME BIAMAH AKWAFO. Let me do Jumadi, which I miss sorry, Ola Michael Eba Bejedra, Medamunia say, Emma Mo, and it's